now.
All
Well,
right.
good evening,
What's
ladies
going
and
on,
gentlemen.
everyone?
Yeah, sorry. With me is Z
Z
Connect.
Connection.
Yep.
Yeah. And we got JT Vega in the house. Oh man, how's everything been going, JT? How you been?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I kind of realized, that there's been a lot of things that you want to discuss with me about, especially what was going on with the anime community and also also the comic book industry. You wanted to bring up some stuff about that too, right?
Yeah, I think what I wanted to talk to you and many others that join us in the stream live is we should talk about like what has happened like in the past, and let's talk about like the controversy right now with what Crunchyroll games did to what's the anime again? How to Pick Up a Girl in a Dungeon?
Yeah.
If that's what
No,
it was called,
it
that
was
right?
wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon. It was the mobile game that were talking about. The fans of the anime Light Night. It's a light novel and manga series, but I do remember the anime. I did watch the anime, but it was kind of a short-lived
Yeah,
one.
because a few people have been talking about this on Reddit, and I just felt like we should talk about this, and we're just giving our opinions on these maybe upcoming events that may lead to AnimeGate. We're not saying anything big has happened, nothing big like Gamergate level big, or I guess you could say Comicsgate level. The only we're just giving me and JT Vega are just two guys from Gamergate giving our perspectives on this upcoming
Yeah,
event called AnimeGate, whether it happens or not, though.
yeah,
But it's important that we all know what's going on
yeah,
in this industry because we're seeing with what we dealt with, we saw this happen to video games, comic books,
yeah.
movies, even metal music, and now we're maybe slowly seeing it in the anime culture
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
And this
there's
is
been
something that worries me too.
and I'm reading the responses from people on Facebook about this because this is the source that I'm looking at from the people talking about this. They're pretty much upset with it.
Yeah. And keep in mind, guys, like Crunchyroll has like lots of like followers. That I think they have over 1,000, 1 million subscribers.
I
I
know
can't
about their
recall how
I know
many
about
people
their
are paying for
business.
their subscription.
Yeah, they
But I
pay.
mean, it's not about like it's just about this mobile game because they're trying to get into video games
Yeah, they're
too.
branching
But
out because
the problem is,
they're known for their streaming service, from what I remember.
yeah, they're known for the streaming service though. So when those animes come out, they have to get subtitles for those animes so they can hopefully get people to watch them. That is the point of Crunchyroll, is to provide people a service so people can quickly access anime. And that is what they should do, is take care of like the fans, look out for them, look out for their interest when it comes to their licenses.
Yeah, well, the thing about this is that the reason why they're doing this is because in the U.S. there is a law that they do, and I understand that they wanted to put this as a mature rating because they didn't want to make the boobs and everything because they had to alter the outfits and everything. That was the issue that they did with the game, and a lot of people were kind of upset about this. Because there's a guy, and I'm reading this right now. Censorship is not appreciated. First step of selling Japanese games is that we want Japanese games, not for kids adapted version for babies. How did you manage to get uncensored anime for this long?
I
Yeah.
think like got kicked out. Okay, I'm gonna try to stay in my room. I think I'm sorry guys. I like got kicked out or something happened. I don't know what happened
Oh,
with the
really?
stream.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
probably my
I
connection.
was talking for a second. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So what was happening is what I'm trying to talk about is like what Crunchyroll did, and the way they responded to like the fans and the criticisms, no one took it very well. And what these I feel like what these people don't understand is, like, I don't know who's working in this company at Crunchyroll Games, but they what they need to understand is, here's the thing, you know. I think you understand where I'm coming from. This game this game isn't being sold to the masses. You know that, right?
Yeah.
This game, the public is not going to buy this game. This game is for a niche audience of fans. And I believe it should be left that way. You know, you're catering to anime fans. You're not catering to the everyday soccer moms or the school teachers or to people that are bus drivers, police officers, firefighters. Look, you're catering to people that love the hobby of anime and video games and all this other stuff, though. And yeah, I think it's messed up to sit there and lie. This is what they did. So there was a guy on Twitter that asked them, "Hey, is the game going to be censored?" And they said, "No, not. It's going to be the way it is." And keep in mind, who knows how many people saw that tweet? This is from the company that said this when they responded to this individual. So keep in mind, they're taking their words for it, though. And as soon as they get the game, the things that were supposed to be in the game were not in the game. So, and then they made up some excuse. You there?
Yeah, I'm listening to
JT.
you. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, I'm listening. Okay, I wasn't sure, like, if something happened.
Yeah, I'm repeating.
Okay.
I'm repeating whatever happened.
Yeah. So basically, Crunchyroll Games, the people working in this company, the PR, they basically lied, said, "Oh, we took this part out for the English audiences, whatever." Like, who are you trying to pander to? Like, no one cares. Leave the game as it is. You know, you're not appealing to... I feel like when they did this, they were trying to appeal to a certain demographic of a market of people obviously not interested in buying this game. Like I said, this game is appealed to a niche group of audiences of people. It's not that I'm disrespecting it or nothing, but it's true, you know? Like, I understand this isn't Pokemon or anything like that. This is appealing to a demographic of an audience, though. And when they came along and censored this game,
I get your point.
Yeah.
Because they...
So what do you, like, think about it, JT? Like, right. Honestly, what do you think?
Mute the mic for a moment.
Okay, let me mute it. Go ahead.
Okay. The thing about this game is that it's a phone game. And I understand that some people are very upset about the issue about it being censored. And the thing is, you know, Crunchyroll is doing this because they want to go into the mainstream market of branching out into certain businesses. And I understand what they're trying to do. For years, they've been, you know, they started out as this small website, basically, you know, putting out like videos of J-dramas, anime, you know, TV shows you couldn't get access to. There was basically a fan sub website for fans. And what happened was, during the time when the Japanese decided to go after, you know, the fan sub community because of pirating, that was a big issue that really hurt the Japanese industry. And Crunchyroll had to go to Japan, and from what I heard from the story, because they had to do it for the sake of the business. Now, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think that most people need to understand their history and why they're doing this and why this happens a lot. Because they've been advocating for a lot of things. I know that they have some people working there that, you know, are not bad people. And I'm not saying they're bad people. I have seen them work very hard to help the community and everything, but the thing is, the reason why they're doing this is because, especially censorship, they don't want to get into any like trouble. Okay,
I
you're back.
I don't know why. It's my phone's acting weird.
Yeah, it could be
I
the
don't know if it's
connection
my
issue. It does that.
yeah.
Sometimes phones do that. My internet has been bugging up lately from that too.
Yeah,
Especially,
I'm like at 77%. I'm not trying to like cut off. Like I want to really talk about this subject though,
I
like
understand
with you. Were you were talking about like
the history of
a lot of people were
Crunchyroll.
upset the history of Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I kind of had to
That's
bring
fine.
up the history of Crunchyroll because originally they were a website that were it was basically a fan sub website that allowed you to stream like animes, J dramas that people couldn't watch in the United
Right.
States, and they provided that. It was for free, and then they
Yes.
had to decide to change it to a subscription fee because, and they had to make a deal with Japan because of the whole the piracy issue in Japan back then. Remember,
Yeah.
they went
Because
after.
piracy was a big problem.
Yeah, that was a big problem
Big
with
problem
Crunchyroll,
for a lot of companies.
and Crunchyroll became the website for
Very mainstream.
very mainstream when they decided to go into a streaming service. It became very popular because a lot of people it grew into a big community. Because I remember when I first started out, people recommended Crunchyroll to me, and it was back in 2007. I remembered, and then they decided to branch out around 2009. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's how long I was with Crunchyroll in the community.
Yeah.
I wasn't there longer when they first started out. I was there for about a year, and then they implemented that whole thing. Because
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I used to remember they used to live stream Naruto. They used to stream like a lot of animes that you never got to see. Especially my favorite anime, which was they showed like the Macross, music video
Oh
movie,
yeah.
and I watched that. I used to remember watching that, and they also did, I believe, Heavy Metal L Graham. They also did a fan sub of that
Yeah.
because that's what they were known for.
I remember when I was watching Crunchyroll, they had they actually have they actually subtitled like a lot of Ultraman shows.
Yep.
Many of them. There's many. I watched. Was it Ultraman X? I actually liked that show. I liked it.
Yeah.
I could care less at how corny it is. I know it's like up there, kind of like with the Power Rangers, but I think it's a little bit better though. But I I I don't know. I like Ultraman as a character though, but I think it's interesting just when they fight the kaiju monsters. All the Crunchyroll has a lot of good, but recently, just I want to say this is a different division in Crunchyroll because there's a lot of different people that work for Crunchyroll.
I know
Obviously,
I
though.
know one of them is currently working for them, and that's what's her name, Rena Scully. Rena
Hmm.
Scully. She's a very popular YouTuber. She used to work.
Oh yeah, yeah,
She work. She's friends with
yeah. I know who she is.
Seven Pine, whatever the comedy skit group on YouTube. She's
Yeah,
friends with them.
she's also good friends with Philip DeFranco too,
Yeah,
from what I recall.
yeah, and she's a very nice person from what I heard.
Yeah, she seems like a nice person. When I first saw her, I kind of got confused. I thought she was like white, but I believe she's actually Japanese. But I
She's
got
yeah,
mistaken for her hair color though.
yeah, because most
But she
Japanese
can speak
women,
Japanese though.
yeah, she speaks Japanese, but
I didn't even notice the
she is
difference.
Japanese. But the thing was, you could tell most Japanese women can dye their hair whatever color they want, man. And
Yeah,
trust me, they might
but
look something different.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, I would say she helped Crunchyroll a lot. Like she really did help them out a lot. though.
Yeah,
I haven't been able to keep up with what she does recently though, but she's a nice person from what I can tell.
I understand. She kind of uploaded a video that she was doing some voice acting for them. For
Oh, right on.
certain
That sounds.
shows. Yeah, because it was basically to I bridge the gap between Japanese and English. She's basically their translator. Oh, it looks like he got off the connection. Don't worry, Z is gonna be back on. The thing is, Rena Scully is a very nice person. She does her content on YouTube, and I suggest you check her out. She does like a lot of hentai games too. The issue that most people need to understand about this is that she the thing about Crunchyroll is that the whole false advertisement thing is becoming a problem. That was what. That's why.
Oh my gosh, I don't. Hey, I don't know what's happening. I'm sorry. I feel like this is not the way this. I wanted the stream to go.
I understand.
Like,
It's okay. Just
I
keep
don't know.
coming
It
in.
keeps on saying I'm. Okay, keep coming in. All right.
Just keep coming in. If it fails, just say what you have to say.
Okay, no, but this what JT you were talking about false advertisement. So what Crunchyroll was doing was false advertisement.
Yeah.
Promising people this all the content is going to be there. But then once people played the game, it was a whole different story. They weren't promised the content that was going to be in the game. And that's why people are upset about it. Like, hey, why'd you lie to us? You guys can get in trouble to lying for us, to not disclosing this information.
Yeah, because they
like don't lie.
Because they could say this
like don't lie to your audience.
Yeah, saying that it's censored because
be honest.
Because the thing is, they can compare the Japanese version to the English version, and they'll probably say, "Oh, this was censored out of the game." Because I know censored gaming would probably
like
talk
we
about
understand.
It.
Yeah, me and you, we both understand they're trying to appeal to the mass market in a way, but the way they did it is they they did it like the wrong way. You should be like, I feel like they should have been more open and transparent with the fans.
Yeah,
like
I
did
agree.
like a honest yeah, they should have been more transparent about the situation. Like, if they were going to censor the game, just say, hey, you know what? Yeah, the game is going to be censored. Yeah. And then let people criticize them and let them vote with their wallets.
The thing about it is they could have easily said, look, the rating system was going to be mature. We wanted to bring it out to teenagers that are 16 and up. But the problem was, they could have easily explained this. They could have easily said, look, the fact that the scantily clad women in the game were an issue, we had to alter it to make it more, friendly for that age group, because they are also fans of this show too, and we wanted to, bring it out here to the masses. And they could have easily, done that in PR. They could have said that and been brutally honest about it and told them, look, we couldn't market this game because it's like the Street Fighter situation. Remember the Street Fighter situation? With the DLC outfits, they had to take out the outfits because it would have been a mature rating, and they wanted to make it PG friendly type of game.
Yeah. Oh man, this situation, this is what's bad about Crunchyroll games. Keep in mind, this is their first game, and it's already disaster, and it doesn't look good for them. Are people ever gonna trust them again?
I
don't know if anyone's ever gonna trust them again.
Well,
yeah, right now I think we're in a situation.
I don't really hate them per se. I understand that they're just trying to branch out as a business. And the thing is, I understand that some people are very upset with them. It's perfectly logical that what they did was kind of bad, but they need to understand that that Crunchyroll is a business and they have to run it like a business, and they also have to realize that business they have to make sacrifices, even if I understand what they did was kind of shady, and yeah, they did the wrong thing, and they should openly admit and been more honest with people about it and just said, hey, we messed up, we're sorry, but the reason why we did that is because it would have been rated mature, and we noticed that our audience is at a certain age group, and we wanted to attract that age group to play this game as well, and we didn't want to I forgot the term, isolate that age group from playing the game.
Uh-huh.
And
I was gonna say, since we are talking about, the anime culture and what.
yeah, he disconnected again. So it's keep going, man. Keep coming in. I'm gonna wait for him to show up here again. He got disconnected. Don't worry, it's on his phone. As soon as he comes back, I'm gonna make sure he does this. So it's pretty much what you expect from this. Now I'm gonna look at the messages and everything online and see what they're talking about. Okay, it seems like nobody's watching this, but I know I know that most people are not watching this live stream. As far as I know, this is pretty much the issue.
What? Yup. This is what always happens.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Gosh, man.
I don't blame you. I've been having bad luck lately.
Oh, I'm about to turn off my phone, then turn it back on. I don't know what it is. Like, Google Hangouts is being gay. Obviously, you know what it is? Is I think these SJWs don't want us to talk about AnimeGate or the potential. You think people are listening right now
I
saying, "Oh man,
I personally don't have an issue with it because I know that there's a lot of anime fans that are upset about a lot of things, and I'm one of those anime fans too. But as far as I know, there are things in the community that I just personally stay out of sometimes because it's like, okay, so you're having an issue with sub or dub, okay, fine. But do you know, like, I had Canadian fans attack me over subs versus dubs argument, and I try to explain to them that Ocean Group is a Canadian company that dubs, and most of the actors that you find are from Canada.
Yeah, I'll agree. I love anime and the community of people, but there are some. I will say there's certain individuals in the anime community I don't like. I'm not going to say their names on stream though, but however, there's a lot of people in the anime community that I do like and heavily respect though.
Yeah.
But there are people in the community that have brought drama. You know what I mean? There has. There's a reason why I left it, and then I got involved in Gamergate, and of course that was no better. Of course, I was involved with you guys, and then we got into a lot of drama with people.
I understand.
Hey, it is what it is, though. But no, there's some. But I will say there are some cool people though in the anime community that I truly respect that put out good content and good work. I just do wonder. I do wonder with a lot of people in the YouTube anime community, like if something big happens in this anime community where their shows are threatened, are they going to speak up about it, or are they going to be silent, or what? They can't stay quiet about that subject, but we don't know. We don't.
Possible they'll probably nothing big has happened. They'll probably redub shows and put their little SJW terms in there. It's not. We don't know. It's like I don't care for it.
Yeah, we don't know. But honestly, the only way people are gonna find out that their anime has been tampered with, let's be honest. Like if we hear something about sexism, like the male gaze or rape zones or safe spaces. The SJW lingo. Like, if we hear any
Yeah,
SJW lingo within the
I
anime shows,
learned.
then people are gonna catch on. Like,
Yeah,
yo, what the fuck is this?
yeah, I
They're
learned
gonna
a
catch
long
on
time
quick, though. They're
ago.
not stupid.
I learned a long time ago from people that said this one time, and I kind of agreed with them about this. People who try to create these safe spaces are gonna realize that they didn't create a safe space. They created a space trap. Cause
Yeah.
because they don't realize it's not safe. And it's proven to not be safe because when people in your own community you don't realize could be a bully, could be a potential rapist, could
Hmm.
be someone that tries to emotionally manipulate you, could be someone in your own community, and you don't realize this, and you try to,
Yeah.
defend their right to being who they are, and you realized you made a mistake, don't come crying to me about it. Because I
Hmm.
tried to warn you about this person, he or she, doesn't matter who. I tried to warn you and told you, even though I'm not a saint, even though I'm not any perfect, I'm not a perfect human being, but I try to warn you in my own truth that this person has been very abusive to the community and you need to stay away from this person.
Yeah.
And the sad part
I
is,
think I want.
go ahead. And the sad part is that in the community, people are going to get hurt. People are going to realize this, and people try to warn you about this person, and no one listens. And the fucked up part about this is that I can't really blame these people, but people can be stupid sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, they can be. All right, let me try to bring up this point, what you were talking about,
Mm-hmm.
before I get cut off by the fucking Google police, the tone police out there. um, you know, I think something does need to be talked about, and I know I've talked about it with many people in Gamergate before. I've talked about it with people in Comicsgate before, but also we need to also come to realize that slowly but maturely, a lot of let's be honest, a lot of social justice warriors have had panels at many of these different anime conventions. And remember, last year was the first year Crunchyroll had their own convention. And you know who did a lot of work and investigated the panels was Best Mom Eva. Remember that? She found information that a lot of people that would go to these conventions, not the attendees, there's people, let's be honest, that are, going to these conventions to push a narrative onto people to indoctrinate them into their beliefs. And honestly, people need to watch out for these people. Like, if you see their panels going on, I don't know. Well, I'm not going to tell you if you should attend or not, but I would try to avoid most of these people to not give them the attention. I mean, hey, if you want to confront them head on, call them out, hey, go ahead and do that. Feel free to. I think these people have the right to be criticized, but don't let these people preach the dogma. Don't let them affect the shows you love in the industry, because these people are trying to push a narrative. That's what they were trying to do. That's what they are doing with video games, comic books, and now slowly, maturely with anime. And I will tell you this for a fact. In the past, there was a panel when I went to Anime Expo a few years ago. Yeah, I know. I can't believe I went to this panel. Now, when I look back about it, it was bogus, of course. The whole cosplay is not consent. And let me tell you, these people, it was the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. I don't know why I was so interested in hearing about it, but the bad thing about this community, when I first discovered it, okay, first of all, people that do all this inappropriate stuff, like harassing cosplayers, is wrong, plain and simple. Okay, you treat people with respect. That's it.
Yeah.
Period. Okay, but the whole cosplay is not consent. See, this is why me and you have to talk about this stuff,
Yeah.
because other people are not willing to talk about the truth
Yeah.
about this situation. I'm not saying everyone that attended the panel are bad people, but you need to watch out for certain individuals that are trying to push a message and a narrative. You know, you need to watch out for those people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Just don't be used. Don't be used as a tool, a pawn. Don't be used. They like to use people like you're just a number to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want to go around and brag. Oh, we have diversity on our sides. You know, all this stuff. No, you're not a tool at all. You're an individual that deserves to be treated with respect. But I will say this group of people on Tumblr, this is where I discovered a lot of the whole cosplay is not consent
Yeah.
stuff was on Tumblr of all places. And this was before I knew about social justice and all this other stuff, right? And the problem with these people is they would literally they would archive and talk about the different people that I guess you could say asked people inappropriate questions to people that were doing cosplay and all this other stuff. Okay, most of the people that asked certain cosplayers inappropriate comments or made rude suggestions, whatever, yeah, they made themselves look like douchebags. Okay, but
Yeah, he got disconnected again. Don't worry, guys. He'll come back in.
hey, go ahead and talk to the audience real quick, JT.
Okay.
I gotta do something real quick.
Okay,
Can
I
you do
understand.
that? Entertain people.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot of issues going on in the community, and I'm not trying to advocate for murder against any of these communities or anything like that, because I don't want to do that. I don't, because it gets to the point that people are accusing people of conspiracies and bullshit. It gets to the point it's petty bullshit. Like, no joke. Over petty bullshit. And it gets to the point that, yeah, it needs to stop. I understand that some people have issues with certain types of people. Heck, I do too. And I know the feeling about it. But at times, heck, I wish I could beat the shit out of some people. But I don't want to do that either. The thing about it is there are issues and problems in the community. And sometimes, a lot of it is the issue that they have with behavior and all this other shit, which is petty and it's stupid, and it's like these people. But the thing about it is there's a lot of things going on in the anime community. I'm expecting a lot of new shows to come out soon, and I'm assuming that Crunchyroll might put them out. I might have to do some things about it. Hopefully things will be good. 'Cause right now I'm spending some money. Oh, that's nice. Send a link if you want. Sure, man. I'll bring you in. I'm bringing you in, son. You my favorite. You my bro, man. You my bro. I'll bring you in. I'm gonna bring in a friend. I want to talk shit about Funimation. Okay, I'm bringing you in. I'm bringing in the big guns. I'm bringing
yeah, you can bring people in.
Yeah, I'm bringing my friend
Okay,
in.
I'm back. All right.
I'm bringing my friend in.
I wonder how many people are watching the stream right now.
It's not many people, but it will get some views, like 20 to 30. That's the average I get out of my content.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I think if we do go back, if people ever do the research, people are gonna find out where this stuff comes from. You know,
Yeah.
just when it comes to a lot of anime fans, just guys, honestly, whichever convention you're gonna go to, trust me, there is going to be a narrative pushed in panels. You can believe that when you look at the schedules. And keep in mind, a lot of this stuff has been going on for probably many years. I wouldn't say it has gone on for a decade or so, but we know that this stuff has been going on for quite some time.
JT, how's it going, man?
Doing good, man.
Hey, what's up?
You wanted to talk about the issue with Funimation?
Dude, not just Funimation. Well, you guys remember those issues that Funimation had with Prison School?
Yeah.
Dragon Maid Kawayashi's Maid Dragon, and that fucking guy whose name, Tyson the Faggot.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Yeah, well, the problem is this censorship is running rampant. I mean, not just by Funimation, but back in the day. Do you guys remember a certain company called 4Kids, right?
Yeah.
Yes, 4Kids, yep.
Or as I call it, the Anime Butchers.
Yeah.
When they got the license to One Piece, there's no way they were gonna license all those 800 or 1,000 episodes. How many episodes One Piece goes up to? There's no way. I think people knew they weren't gonna be able to catch up like that. And of course, they lost the license, and then Funimation came along and bought them out.
Yeah. They also censored the episodes.
Yeah, they censored the episodes badly.
There was also another incident that I remembered with another anime they did for Fox, which was Escaflowne, and it was short-lived because the ratings were pretty horrible. And the sad part was they kind of skipped an episode of the series. The first episode.
Speaking of Fox Kids, or was it Foxbox when they rebranded themselves?
Yeah.
They also censored 4Kids also censored Tokyo Mew Mew, and a lot of girls were into that show. And I remember I talked to some girls at Anime Expo that cosplayed the Tokyo Mew Mew characters. I wish I had that photo with me still, but
let me guess.
I said they hated the 4Kids Butcher. Like, they liked the Tokyo Mew Mew characters. Like, let's not lie. Like, a lot of those girls on the show are attractive, and of course, a lot of girls are gonna want to cosplay those characters from Tokyo Mew Mew. But of course, 4Kids, when they came along, they watered down the show. they oh god, 4Kids, man, they got. I don't know how this company got like licenses to a lot of anime back here.
It's because they were the only company that survived out of the whole anime fallout Crash actually.
Oh yeah, well that is true. Yep.
Besides Biz Media and Ocean Group.
Yeah, actually, Ocean's a dubbing company. Ocean Group
Yeah.
is, but there are companies that are trying to bring back. Like I know that there was a guy that was doing a Kickstarter for anime, and which was the old classic Gunsmith Cats, and he was trying
Oh
to sell.
dear lord!
He was trying to bring back the blue. He was making a Blu-ray collection for his company, asking for money for that.
Oh, so the guy wants to adapt the Gunsmith Cat series to Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Voice actors and all. You know, that's funny. I'm actually pretty aware of the show, mostly because of Rally's car, but
Actually,
I haven't had the chance.
Actually, Rally's car came from he was in Writing Bean.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Shay?
Yeah. Also, speaking of what was it? There was a manga company. I think it was called C-Mix or something, or I can't remember what it was called. I think it Mixin. They had there was a company that one time had the rights to Tenjo Tenge, the manga.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's people that made videos about this though. But when Tenjo Tenge, the manga, was released in the States, it was bad. It was butchered. They censored.
I thought it was hilarious. To be honest with you, I'm sorry, but I did watch the Japanese version of it.
Oh, you got Aaron. It looks like Samarin got Looks like Samarin got kicked out.
Who?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, yeah. Not just that. Not just for kids. Even shows that already got kind of essentially Pokemon. Like they decided to one up the Japanese.
Yeah.
When it comes to the censorship.
Okay. Here's what I found out from the Gunsmith Cats Kickstarter thing. It's done by Robert J. Woodhead, the co-founder of Anime Ego. Oh, I remember that company. They did RG Vada. I used to remember that one on VHS. Japanese animation in the U.S. almost 30 years since we released hundreds of hours of Japanese anime live-action films, both dubbed and subbed in format. In the time we done several Paleo Kickstarter projects, we asked fans to promise to buy the title if we released it. When we got critical masses promises, we licensed the title and released it. Notable projects. Wow.
Hold on. Who distributed Johnson? Hold on.
It's Robert J. Woodhead.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Bobby Dickhead. Sorry. Robert
J. Woodhead.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he does exist.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. He actually did a Kickstarter for Bubblegum Crisis.
Yep. For Blu-ray.
And he's into Gunpla.
Yep.
Okay. So, oh wait, this guy programmed Wizardry. Okay, so not just that, but I think I know who Funimation should remove from their writing duties, and it's pretty much Jamie Marchi. Both Jamie Marchi and Tyson dude. Tyson.
I'm back.
Okay.
I rebooted my phone. I hope that this works this time.
Yeah.
I'm getting real pissed at Google Hangouts.
I understand, man. It's been doing that lately. Google Hangouts has been fucking up a lot
Oh yeah,
especially for
Tyson
fans.
Tyson
Tyson
Reinhardt.
Tyson
Tyson
Reinhardt.
Reinhardt.
Yeah, Tyson Reinhardt. Yeah, a lot of that. There was an article that was posted speaking about him that sort of brought up him. What was it? It was on that one site, One Angry Gamer. They talked about it, though, the potential what's going to happen in the anime community with AnimeGate and all this other stuff. There was two videos. I forgot one of the guys. I know Umbrella guy made a video talking about AnimeGate or this event coming up, and then there's another guy on YouTube. I can't remember his name, but he talked about Tyson and what Funimation did. And Raging Golden Eagle is another guy that made a video about the recent drama with Crunchyroll, though. Like, so there are people in the community that are looking out with what's going on within
Holy
this
fuck, this guy is a cyborg!
Who?
Tyson, holy shit! I'm checking out the guy's profile pic. Dude's got a full-blown neck beard. Holy shit!
Oh my gosh. This is the guy they hired for Funimation.
Yeah. Yeah, and the guy, I wish Robert J. Woodhead, because his Kickstarter already got full support, because it already ended, and I wish I had the money to spend for $60 just to get the full thing. Because I would love to buy the Blu-ray of this anime.
I forgot something else. I knew I forgot something. That time where they said that visual novel fans were known as misogynistic creeds in the Hajime no Gal English localization.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think that's what they brought up. Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, let's be honest, anime censorship has been around for quite a while, though. It's been around, but slowly we are getting like certain people like that are going to try to bring their ideologies in this community, and when they do that, it's not going to fly very well with a lot of people in this community. Yeah. I can guarantee you we're going to see different reactions at how this plays out.
God forbid these guys were around when when Shimoneta was around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. God forbid.
This guy was the producer of AD Police. Robert J.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Robert J. Woodhead. And he's also.
Wait a minute. That show. I remember that show got dubbed by ADB back in the day.
Yep. But they also did it on Anime Amigo because he helped produce it.
What was I gonna say? Speaking about anime companies, I'm trying to think. I wonder if the oh man, there's all sorts of mediums that have been censored though throughout the years.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes like if animes were censored on TV, it didn't mean that they were censored like when they officially came out if you were to buy them or purchase them. Though I know for when I watched what was it, Tokyo Ghoul on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know if I bought the DVD if it would show the uncut version or if there was or wasn't. I remember I got upset when the blood was edited out or it looked all white.
There was something else. People were oh dear lord! There was something else that I remember. There were people complaining about how all the characters from 4K from Pokemon were white. in the anime. Yeah. Like back in the day, when there were a bunch of people complaining that there wasn't any diversity in Pokemon.
Well, you have to understand they because that series, and I understand that there was a big controversy about it too. I used to remember the blue lightning thing caused people to have seizures. Remember that one?
Oh, that was the Porygon. Oh yeah, that was the Porygon episode. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. Yeah, that episode was basically what inspired the Simpsons to parody their own seizure making anime in
Yeah.
that episode when they went to Tokyo.
Yeah, and they had to switch the blue lightning to yellow.
Not just that, I do remember when they censored the ever living fuck out of that episode where James had tits.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
dude had fucking implants.
yeah, I remember that. That whole show, and the thing is, that whole show was always a big deal among anime fans because when I first remembered hearing about Pokemon, a lot of people, were into that show so much. Like when back in high school when it came out, when I remembered it, it was just like, oh man, this game is so fun, especially the card game. I was like, I could barely remember my time with Pokemon. I remember people playing that on the Game Boy. God knows people loved that game.
Yeah, dude. I remember playing Pokemon when I was in elementary school, and then, dude, you know how many kids I see, whether I go to school or convention, not school, work or conventions. Like, dude, there's people, kids upon kids that still love. Their parents love Pokemon, and now their children love Pokemon. Man, that show is going from generation to generation.
They're currently in their 10th season, if I recall.
Yeah, like Pokemon has just like revolutionized, I guess you could say, pop culture. Like, a lot of people just know what Pokemon is. It's so highly successful. And that's the thing when we were talking about with this game. Look, I'm not trying to put this game down. We know this game that Crunchyroll censored. Look, they're not aiming at the people. Like, Pokemon is in a league of its own. We understand this game is not for the masses, okay? It was just a game for a niche group of people. That's about it, that were passionate about the show and they wanted to buy the game on their phone, or no, get the game for their phone in the Android market.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, because dice, it didn't work out well.
Well, you ever remember Boomtown?
I
don't know.
It was like, I think it was Boom. It was like Boom it was like BT Boom or something like that. It was like an anime. I heard the phone game for that one was so bad they didn't want to do a second season.
Mm-hmm.
They were planning to make a second season of it was an anime about a gamer. Sorry about that. It was an anime about a gamer who basically got kidnapped and was sent on an island, and they had to play out the game that they played online. You may have heard about this anime. And he had to partner up with a girl in order to survive the battles because people were killing each other left and right in that island. And it was pretty much like another version of Lost, except he was on there trying to fight people throwing bombs and such.
Are you talking about that anime show called Bitoom?
Bitoom, yeah.
Yeah. I actually like that one. Yeah.
Yeah. What happened was, in that situation, they were gonna make a second season. Rumor has it, but it got canceled due to the fact that the phone game did not become successful because it was a terrible game on the phone app.
Oh man.
Yeah, they were
I
playing.
remember.
Go ahead.
No, when the manga came in America, okay, there was an issue. The manga didn't get censored, but there's a cover where I think it, in the Japanese manga, I think they referenced something like a Xbox controller or something from Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
And then here in America, they had to censor it just because of copyright reasons. They didn't want to, get in trouble from Microsoft or whatever. They did something with their manga.
Mm-hmm.
Though I'm not saying they censored the manga, but they did something with the cover. They changed.
My God, this guy fits its internet.
Yeah, it's because of his phone. His phone app is probably breaking out because Google's been. I don't know what Google's been doing, but lately they've been doing that lately.
They've been fucking up more than usual.
Yeah.
I never heard it. This was like Lord of the Flies in anime form.
Yep, it was. And then, of course, they were going to make a second season, but it didn't happen for them.
Oh yeah, you remember that? Oh yeah, no, I actually remember that other incident. That incident with Oh, you guys touched it already. The one with the Danmachi series.
Yeah, the Danmachi series. Yeah, we talked about that because he wanted to. He was talking about it, and I do like that anime. I did actually watch the anime on Hulu when it first came out.
I've seen the first episode and I rage quitted it afterwards.
Yeah, I can understand.
I mean, and this was back when that shit was popular.
Yeah, it got popular overnight.
It got popular partly because of Chestia. Oh shit, Chestia.
Yeah, Testia because the chest. Yes, the little.
It got so bad. It got so bad that Malapan actually cosplayed at her in one of his videos.
I know there was a lot of girls that cosplay her. I don't know why they did, and they didn't know the context of that anime, but they liked the outfit of her for some reason, and it got so popular because of it.
So Smaran, you were saying something about before you got cut out.
Oh yeah, I got cut out. I hate Google. Yeah, seriously, these SJWs at Google, man, I can't stand them. Yeah, Batum, from what I recall, I like the anime. I know the manga still is being released. It's on Comixology and all that other stuff, but I haven't read the manga personally, but I've been wanting to get around to reading it though. But yeah, there were obviously. Yeah, I didn't know nothing. I didn't know that the guy was disappointed with how the direction went with what you were talking about, JT.
Yeah, because what happened was the phone game failed, and and it was a sort of a sad story too because they were hoping that people would because it was a really popular anime. A lot of people liked it, especially the manga series. But the phone game kind of turned off the animators from not making the second season because they were like, nah, we're not gonna make another season. Bye bye. And it's the same with other animes these days, especially. I read an article that I thought was pretty interesting about this because I noticed that a lot of animators, especially animation companies and have a contract with certain things. I heard that there's going to be a one JC staff is going to make the second season of One Punch Man.
That's something I've been waiting for for quite a while, honestly.
Yeah, and this is just a rumor from what I heard because I was like looking up and researching stuff because some people were like asking me questions about something. I was just like, okay, I'll look it up. and a lot of people were asking me
Yeah.
about and I was like talking it on Crunchyroll forums because I usually like to post there once in a while.
Yeah, I've looked at Crunchyroll forums. The only thing I don't like about Crunchyroll forums is there's a lot of dumb subjects people will bring up. Like I've seen a
Yeah.
lot of dumb topics on their website. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie about
I'm
that, and it's
assuming the
very
one about
questionable.
waifus.
Um, yeah, I mean, there's that, but I know Crunchyroll, they've had a discussion about Donald Trump before, and people will express they support him, and then you have other people that hate him and all this other stuff. They've had those type of topics. There are some topics, I kind of feel like there are certain topics you should have on the website, and then there's some stuff that you just shouldn't talk about. Just no, don't.
Yeah.
Just, and it's like, why Crunchyroll?
Why
Why is this
Crunchyroll?
on the topic page?
Why
Because
Crunchyroll?
because because the hatred for the current president is a little too strong as of late.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, people are finding a new person to hate on, and that's Kanye West and Candace Owens, too. Candace Owens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I heard about the Kanye. I think I heard
Yeah.
that. I heard Kanye's latest thing. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think Kanye. Yeah, I mean, honestly, when you look at Kanye West, if I was in his shoes, or if anyone was in his shoes, I really don't think he gives a shit about what people think about him. I mean, look at his life, dude. I mean, I'm sure I think he was poor when he first was coming up.
Yeah.
I believe he was poor, and his mom died, and he's like dominating the hip hop and rap scene, and he became very successful, very rich. And it's like, look at who he's married with now and has a kid with. I mean, come on. Do you think this guy really gives?
Yeah, if people are gonna, yeah, there are people labeling him as a race traitor.
Yeah. I don't really think. To me, I don't really think Kanye's a bad person. It's just he has a lot of emotional problems. Like a lot of people criticize him for being crazy
Yeah.
at times, but he's a good
Yeah,
person.
me too. Yeah, no, yeah. A lot of people criticize him for being crazy, saying all sorts of stuff when he talks about his crazy rants and stuff.
Yeah.
Also,
But
and
no,
then we
oh,
and then,
oh,
go ahead.
oh yeah. And speaking about, since we're all talking about Kanye and Kim Kardashian, there was a time when I brought this up with you, JT. Kim Kardashian actually, I guess, admitted she was in an anime when she posted that picture of her in Japan when she was in Tokyo.
I think so.
Remember that?
Yeah, she was probably looking for Sailor Moon or some other stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, look, here's the thing. No one cares if celebrities are in an anime. Honestly, I don't think the anime fans care that she's into it, though. I think they saw it like, oh, that's cool. She's in an anime.
Yeah.
Hey, right on. We have a person that's into it. If she exposes it, it'll bring more people in an anime, though.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
what I got from the situation. But I can see the only problem. It's not that It's not that people had a problem with her. I think right now in this community, people are having a problem with other people that are gonna try to bring their ideologies into the community. That's what a lot of anime fans are going to have problem with, and we're already seeing this in conventions and with what happened with the drama with Crunchyroll and its fans, and talking about Funimation when they name dropped Gamergate on Adult Swim
Yeah.
in front of how many people? Like, how many people watched Prison School that day? Like, what, over 100,000 viewers or more?
Yeah.
Considering that Adult
Who
Swim
knows?
really hates anime,
Yeah, Adult Swim does hate anime, but they have to allow anime to be on a block on Saturday, though, on Toonami.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, like, I feel like anime draws more of an audience than a lot of American cartoon
I
shows.
stopped it.
I just,
I have.
I don't know. The spark isn't there for American cartoon shows. The only cartoons you could say are surviving are DC animation.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I do agree with that one.
They're the only ones that are doing good. Marvel, well, I feel like there's not much to talk about them with their animation.
No. I would rather not talk about Marvel and their bullshit as of very late.
Yeah. The thing
we
about
know, like,
the thing
Marvel...
that bothers me.
Oh, go ahead.
The thing that bothers me about it is that, you know, Cartoon Network has been. They have never really done much. To be honest with you, they have not.
No, they haven't done a lot.
They haven't really done much for, especially when they try to produce new shows. Like, I don't mind watching like, let me see, what was it? What was it called? The brand show or something like that? I forgot what it's called.
The Breck Show.
Not the Brack Show. It's about a bird and a raccoon, you know, playing video games together.
Oh, the something show.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I like that show. I don't mind Adventure Time. I don't mind those type of shows. I know that a lot of people are into, you know...
I have a coworker that's in the Stevens universe. You
mean a regular show?
Yeah, regular show.
Yeah, regular show.
Regular show, in a way, I'll be honest, I've seen a couple of episodes about it. I found it a little cringy, but it ended on its peak. Compared to other shows on Cartoon Network, it ended on its peak. I mean, what do we have now on Cartoon Network right now? A lot of bullshit made by Rebecca Sugar, who, contrary to her last name, is not a sweet person. In fact, she's a cunt.
I can imagine her yelling at and screaming at people on her show, bossing people around.
Yeah. Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, Toonami. I do think that.
Man, you know, it's been a while since I've actually watched a show. It's been a while since I've actually watched Cartoon Network. Ever since Hurricane Maria. Ever since Hurricane Maria decided to. I just got know from one of the guys at Claro that they're gonna be working on the microfiber signal here in a week.
Oh, that's good. So you might get better connection speeds.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, because I heard what they're doing around Puerto Rico. They're trying to fix the power grid and everything.
Oh my lord! Did you hear what caused the last one though?
No, I have not.
JT, let me tell you what caused. Hold on. Go ahead. I was gonna say that you know what caused.
Hold on.
You know what caused that?
Yeah.
Oh dear God.
Hold on. Z. You don't mind?
Oh, what's up?
Can you mute the microphone? Because I want to hear. Can you mute the microphone, Z?
Can you mute the microphone, Z? Oh, hold on. Yeah, give me a sec.
Go ahead.
It was an excavator.
Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. A fucking excavator did the latest blackout.
An excavator?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, a bunch of one of the guys from Cobra drove an excavator to one of the main power lines at the Aguirre station in the east coast of and I mean the last week it was a tree branch, a fucking tree branch
That destroyed the
and
whole grid.
part like that most of it. If you also count, here's the thing. I'm not gonna count the people who still to this day have no electricity. 230 days, and these people still have no power. In some areas,
Yeah,
like the center area. I know people who are still without electricity,
that sucks.
and and oh dear lord. But yeah, it was in fact someone from Cobra, one of the companies that the power company in Puerto Rico hired to rebuild the electric grid,
Yikes.
and it lasted somewhere around 12 hours compared to the 36 hours that they were projected to be without power.
That sucks.
Anyways, see, you were saying about
Yeah, I'm back. I am having trouble issues. I had to do some system settings and cleaning on my phone.
you were saying something about
about
Cartoon
Powerpuff
Network?
Girls. Yeah, Powerpuff Girls. I heard something with the Powerpuff Girls. Something happened with that show. They brought in another Powerpuff Girl. I guess she was supposed to be diverse or whatever, and it just turned fans away. It's just not the same.
Oh yeah, the supposed older Powerpuff Girl.
Yeah.
The one that got in some volcano.
Yeah, or something like that. I can't remember. And you know, it's kind of funny we're talking about cartoons and all this other stuff. You know what other cartoon was no, it wasn't brought back. It was brought back in comic book form. Is a lot of people have complained about Gem and the Holograms. The comic book, how terrible it is.
Yeah. Because I used to watch.
Watch the TV.
Yeah, no, they like the comic book is so bad. It doesn't have the touch or the feeling of what Gem and the Holograms had, like the TV show. Like, forget anything that is ever gonna be adapted. I feel like you're better off just sticking with Gem and the Holograms, the '80s TV series. That's it. The '80s cartoon. You're good. Anything that tries to adapt from it's gonna fail miserably. The comic books are just Diversity in Comics made a video about it. It's just bad at what they did to those characters. Like they're not even themselves. They changed who they wore and how they act. Like they don't act like females. They have oh my god, dude. They just injected social justice politics in a Gem and the Holograms. They injected like stuff that never needed to be there. And trust me, no girls are gonna rush to the comic book store to.
Oh dear lord! They actually, wow! Oh yeah, I heard about the reboot of Gem. I heard about the reboot of Gem on Netflix, but my god, how can you fuck up so hard regarding the comic? Damn.
I know. And I have a feeling Netflix is going to try to do reboots of TV shows that you probably seen on their network. Did you see? I actually watched the Netflix version of the reboot, The Guardians, and my god, it was terrible. Because I was like, I saw Megabyte in there as their main villain now. Because the new one is basically cyber, like, did you see hey, I got a question, Z, did you see the new reboot series?
Reboot series?
It's on Netflix.
Nuh-uh. There's a new reboot?
Yeah, there's a new reboot.
Really?
It's on Netflix, but it's more like Power Rangers meets Cyber Squad.
Huh.
And
I'm gonna have to look
I
into
was
that.
cringing at it because they brought in Megabyte, and I was like, they did an episode where they brought in Bob, they brought in all the cast members except for the ones that were in there in the series. Like, I forgot which one was it. They even had the dog in there too.
Oh wow.
And it's on
You know,
Netflix.
I remember Reboot was. I'm gonna need to watch it. I remember Reboot was very slow in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then there was a little boy in the show. Then later on this series, I forgot the kid's name. Then he grows up and becomes older. He loses his eye, I believe, and it became darker.
Yeah.
Didn't the show get very
Enzo.
dark
Enzo.
later on?
That was Enzo.
Enzo, yeah. It became dark, didn't it?
Yeah, it became dark, but it was really entertaining and funny.
Yeah. Oh man, I want to continue to talk about this. Hey, you know what? I'm just getting frustrated with
I understand.
like with Google Hangouts. I'm gonna let you continue the stream. I wanted to get whatever I had to. I feel like I didn't do the best presenting it.
I recommend you check it out on Netflix. It's called
Reboot? Okay.
Reboot the Guardian Code.
I'll look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna head out, JT. I gotta go. I want to stay longer, but I'm gonna get kicked out again because of these Google Hangouts. I don't know what's with it.
I might.
But I wish you good luck on the
I
stream.
might suggest that you try. Let's see, Discord.
Yeah, I'm gonna try Discord next time. I'll have to download the app on my phone, but I can just try it. It's worth. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you guys go.
All right.
All right,
Take care,
see.
man.
Talk
to you later.
There, see?
Yeah. Take care,
Dude. So I was.
Go ahead.
So I was. I remember what I mean. The original was fucking lit, but this new one, I didn't even know that it came out recently.
Yeah, they continued this series in Canada, but they decided to. They ended it in 2002.
Oh yeah, I remember it was done by Mainframe, the same guys who did the CGI cartoons Action Man.
They're still around though. Surprisingly, they're still around. They're right now. They're doing Reboot the Guardian Code.
I know they're under a new brand. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, they got bought out by another company.
Reboot the Guardian Code.
Yep.
Mainframe Oh yeah, it's called Rainmaker Studios.
Yep.
It used to be known as Mainframe Entertainment back in the day. They also did. I remember these guys for. Besides Reboot, Weirdos was another one.
Yeah,
Weirdos.
They've also been known for Transformers: Beast Wars.
They also did the third season of Matt Steel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wait a minute. These other guys. Dude, they're actually. Wow. Wow, this is crazy. Wow, so these are the guys responsible for the CGI version of Bot the Builder.
Yep.
No wonder it looked like ass. Holy shit!
Yeah, and they're also making video games.
I'm gonna be honest. The new Bot the Builder reboot fucking sucks, man.
And they're also doing Spy Kids Critical Mission. The 3D animated series.
So you have Richard Ian Cox. Yeah. Oh, they even went as far as to replace the British cast.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan of Laura of, so if you're a fan of,
Okay.
if you have Wendy as your waifu, you're gonna have a bad time with this version.
All right. They did Ratchet and Clank, the animated movie. Yeah. They Rainmaker Studios did Ratchet and Clank, aka Mainframe.
Oh yeah, I remember that Lorelei King played Wendy in the classic Bundle Builder, but this one they have someone named Joanna Froggatt,
Okay, so they also
who yeah, they also changed the cast.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so Joan Froggatt is someone from England. She plays Anna Bates in Downton Abbey. So let's wow. this person got heavily crit. Oh, they're also doing what is the show? The Antibodies.
Yeah.
They're gonna adapt the Antibodies, the book series.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, I also remember something. These were the guys responsible for Hot Wheels World Race. All the movies.
Yep. Like, there's a lot of stuff. You'd be surprised, man.
The Nutty Professor. That is a lot of Barbie shit.
Yep. They did a lot of
Surf's Up 2 Way Mania. Oh dear God. No. Why? Why? Holy shit. They did that Surf's Up 2 Way WrestleMania crossover. Fuck.
Troll Hunters.
Wow.
Let's see. What else do they have that's on Netflix? Because they said they... Okay, so Benicio del Toro is doing the DreamWorks movie The Troll Hunters Tales of Arcadia Part 1 and 2. Let's see. What else did they put out for anime and stuff? Tiger Bunny, Halo Legends, Gunslinger Girls 2, Sword Art Online 2. Do they have anything coming out? Let's see. Monster Family. Man, there's a lot of shit on Netflix. I'm just looking at it. Like, they got the Japanese shows for some reason.
Oh yeah, I heard that they have a lot of Super Sentai series over there.
Yep. Oh really? Like I noticed that they put out Power Rangers and such. I know that. Okay, Benji.
Yeah, but they also have the original Super Sentai series, as well as
Really? I gotta look that up.
as well as Kamen Rider.
Like the old version of Kamen Rider on Netflix.
Let me take a look. Because I heard that both Sentai's got are both Crunchyroll and Netflix.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Okay, Anime Live, exclusive to Australia and New Zealand. You guys can go ahead. If you're from Australia and New Zealand, ladies and gentlemen, I suggest you look up animelabs.com. Leave me alone. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff.
Wait a minute. Holy fuck. JT, what the fuck is this?
What?
There is a sequel to The Boss Baby on Netflix.
Yeah.
Why? Why is this a thing? Why,
don't know.
dude? Of all the fucking movies.
I don't know why they did this. Because DreamWorks made a deal with Netflix. Like they if because I noticed that a lot of production companies because if you can provide a good idea, they'll provide the money to have you make the movie or show or TV show or whatever. You pay the money up front, they do the production, they do the work, and boom, they put it on Netflix.
Oh yeah, it's in Netflix Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Netflix. Yeah, Kamen Rider in Netflix.
I would love to.
So if you wanna watch,
I would love to watch the Netflix shows of Kamen Rider.
I've been watching. The only Kamen Rider that I've been watching as of late was Kamen Rider Drive, and it's fucking lit, man.
Let's see, Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider Drive. It's basically the main character is basically a cop,
Okay.
and he transforms into the masked rider. He drives around in a Honda and it sets.
Okay. So they do have the stuff for Kamen Rider on in Japan.
Yeah, Amazon Japan.
Yeah, let's see. So the news right here says Kamen Rider TV series is coming to America, but does not skimp on the graphic violence. What?
Don't click on it. Don't click on it. That's from IO9. That's from Gizmodo.
I hate those guys. Well, I heard there's gonna be I heard those guys are gonna get fired soon.
Oh yeah, was it one of the guys who punched Milo working at Gizmodo? Holy shit!
Yeah, because right now Univision is considering dropping the company. From what I heard,
it's ironic that a page that considers itself progressive beats the crap out of a gay black dude, a gay white dude.
Yeah.
Who likes nigger cock.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with Milo, you know. I know he can be a bit of a flamboyant asshole, but Jesus Christ, you didn't have to punch the guy for that shit.
The guy was basically on a coffee shop, and a bunch of guys ganged up on him, and not in a good way. Like, shit.
Yeah, like they gangbanged him to punch him in the face. Like,
hey guys,
yeah, I actually agree that I agree that Milo is a cunt at times. At times, Milo is a complete cunt, but he didn't deserve this.
Yeah, he didn't deserve it at all. Let me see if I can find this show on Netflix, because I'm a bit curious about this, because I want to see what it is. Like, no joke, I'm a bit curious about this show.
Kamen Rider goes as far as the 70s, man. Like
yeah,
the straight up Showa era.
Yeah,
same with Super Sentai.
Yeah, did you look up Rainbow Man?
Rainbow Man. Hold on.
It turns out he does exist. They actually.
There we go. Warrior of Love, Rainbow Man.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, he does exist.
Okay, so basically it's a Super Sentai. Sorry, it's a tokusatsu.
Yeah.
That came on 1972 to 1973, 52 episodes, and it's about a pro wrestler.
Yep.
Dude, he has 7 forms. Like this guy is Oh, okay. Check out the name of the check out the name of the villains. Die Die Gang.
Die Die Again.
Yeah. In 1982, there was a 22 episode anime remake loosely based on a series. Instead of a superhero, as in the live action series, the anime featured a young man who commands 7 giant robots who can merge into a large giant robot.
Yeah.
Okay, the guy. Oh. Let's see. Mitsuru. What else we got? Okay. I wonder if they actually sub the TV show, because this is actually a pretty obscure tokusatsu from what
Yep.
I see.
Yeah, and I was a bit curious about it myself too, because I was like, maybe they should make this. Maybe they should bring this out in the U.S. I would love to see it, just for the laughs, Because I'm a bit curious about tokusatsu shows. Same with Kamen Rider, same with other shows. But it's a shame that I wonder how Netflix feels about it. I would love to see them try to bring out Kamen Rider.
Not just Kamen Rider, but here's the thing: if Shout, I know the only company that's been selling the tokusatsu DVDs as of late, the original ones, is Shout Factory.
Shout Factory, yeah.
And from what I heard, they released the Blu-ray for Yakiso Sentai, Car Ranger, Jetman, and other shows.
Yeah. But I know that they also do. I know that they did the Mystery Science Theater 3000 one.
Oh yeah. They're also releasing the mystery. Yeah, all the seasons of Mystery
Science Theater 3000.
They're also doing the DVD for Reboot, the original.
Yeah, and let's see here. I know they have Jungle Book. They have Power Rangers Ninja Steel. They already finished a season of it.
They have they're releasing Home Movies, the complete series.
Home Movies, the complete series. Okay, so they have the original Power Rangers show. They have the original Power Rangers Super Mega Force. Let's see what else they have. Time.
Okay. With the boss question, Maya, the B, AC.
Power Rangers Ninja Storm.
Let's see. What's with all these crappy B-rated movies and cartoons? Like
Benji. Benji used to be very popular when I was a kid.
I used to have the first movie on VHS.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
I recommend you check out Game Over Man. That one was stupid as fuck, but it was funny.
Game Over Man.
Yeah.
What's it about?
You know the guys from I forgot what it was called. It was a Comedy Central show, and it's about the Workaholics. It's from the guys from Workaholics.
Oh.
And they did
their
own, they have their own Netflix movie. It's called Game Over. It's a comedy about them working at a hotel, and terrorists attack the hotel, and they have to fight the terrorists, which was a hilariously funny comedy.
Oh damn.
Yeah, they do some stupid shit in there.
I fucking love that. I fucking love that series. When I had Comedy Central, that's one of the shows I used to watch.
Yeah, I watched it. Workaholics a lot. There's also another movie called Revolt. It's kind of like There's also The Babysitter. That's another one. I like that movie.
Oh,
But I would
oh,
not.
speaking of movies,
I would not recommend Death Note.
no, not even once. I heard the things that I heard. What a gigantic piece of shit it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not. Oh yeah, they also have Ultraman.
Ultraman.
Yeah.
See if they got it. Let me
They're
go.
Yeah, they actually did a marathon the entire series on Twitch.
Yikes.
They're also the House of Tomorrow. What the hell is it? Big Fish and Begonia. More like Begonia thought. Never mind.
Yeah, I know that
Gravity Falls.
They've been marathoning shows on there. You know, I noticed that Netflix has been actually. I know Twitch has been like trying to branch out into like music and entertainment and video games. Like, I know Amazon owns them, but Jesus Christ, man, they've been branching out like wildfire with. Next thing you know, they're gonna allow the porn industry to show up. Oh yeah, they already did.
Oh wait, these guys have the Upright Citizens Brigade.
Yep.
Oh wait, on the heels of the enormously popular TV show, The Upright Citizens Brigade, Matt Besser, Bipolar, blah blah blah, bring you Ass Cat. Nah. I remember watching. The original one, like, yeah. Oh wait, they got Mega Ranger,
Yep.
The Weird Al Show,
Yep.
the Kentucky Fried Movie.
Let's see what else they have. I recommend. You know the guy from I forgot it was the Community TV show, that Indian guy.
What was his? Oh, you mean I forgot the guy's name, but oh wait, Abed. There we go. Yeah, the guy who plays Abed.
Yeah, the guy who plays Abed has his own movie on Netflix. It's called Tiger Hunter.
I'm gonna have to get myself a membership. I'm gonna have to get myself a membership then, because I. Now, there was something that. Now, there is something I would like to see, from another community character. And let's be honest here, Ken Jeong needs his own TV show.
Yeah.
Like straight up Ken Jeong, or
Kim
Senor Chang in that show.
Senor Chang.
Yeah, that dude needs his own TV show. That guy is like the best character in Community.
I think they did try, but he was like a doctor.
Well, here's the thing. Ken actually has a doctorate. I know the guy has a doctorate. He used to be a doctor back in the day.
Yeah.
Before comedy, he was a doctor.
Yeah. He was trying to qualify as a doctor, but he probably couldn't get a job as a doctor, so he went into comedy. Yeah, he used to be on a. I know that he was one of like the Asian. He was like one of the Asian comedians in California, and I heard about him too.
Oh yeah, Mr. Yeah, there's not many. And here's the thing, he's like the second Korean that I know of who does comedy here besides Bobby Lee.
Yeah, Bobby Lee right now is just doing
Doing stand up.
doing stand up.
I mean, the guy used to be like the guy used to be the one of the best comedians in Mad TV back in the day.
Yeah, he did. He was.
Woo. Sorry.
I understand, man.
Nah. Let's see. I fucking miss Mad TV personally.
I do too.
The new Mad TV. I've seen it on YouTube and it's not very good. It's not very good at all.
Yeah.
In fact, it's not even funny. Even it's not.
It's not as funny as the originals from what back in
No.
the 90s through the 2000s.
Yeah, yeah. Now that I think about it, Mad TV peaked between that era, between the 90s all the way to the early 2000s. That's when they peaked.
Yeah.
In fact, and unlike Mad TV, at least they were self-aware of the bullshit. Unlike Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. And they try to make fun of it as best as possible.
I mean, considering the Fox was what's the channel that was running it.
Yep. I remembered when Fox used to have some really decent shows. It's like they still do have decent shows. The problem is, I don't have cable anymore. I wish I had antennas so I could at least watch what shows they have. Like right now, they're doing like shows like Lethal Weapon, based on the movie.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, that's the one with the Wayans brothers, isn't it?
Yeah,
oh wait.
one of the
Sorry.
Wayans brothers.
Yeah, Keenan.
Yeah. Which he's doing okay. I kind of do enjoy. I do like the Wayans brothers. I know that I wish they did another show, but unfortunately, WB was like, we're gonna let you go. Like back then,
No.
like they used to have. I used to remember Robert Townsend used to be on WB, and they couldn't. And I wish they brought him back to make at least make him produce another show. It's like,
frankly, you find better comedy at. Frankly, you find better comedy watching Jerry Springer.
Yeah, that's true. But
and I didn't realize that Maury was still a thing.
Yeah, even his bodyguard has his own show.
Oh yeah, Steve
Wilco. Yep, the Steve Wilco show.
Unfortunately, the Steve Wilco show isn't as violent as.
Yeah, because he tries to enforce everything.
Let's see.
Let's see. The Mighty Quinn. Let's see. What was? Yeah, let's see. Robert Townsend. And Jesus Christ, man! People should really get him. America, why don't you guys give Robert Townsend another chance to be a producer again, to make some TV shows, for Christ's sake? Oh yeah, because everybody remembers him from Meteor Man.
Holy shit! Oh yeah, wasn't he like the main Wasn't he like the star of that movie?
Yeah, and it failed.
It didn't fail. In a way, yes, it did fail, but it didn't fail per se regarding what it was. It was one of the few superhero movies that had a black man as the main character.
Yeah, I actually really liked Robert Townsend, and it's a shame that he did Parenthood, for Christ's sake. The TV show, and it's like this guy has a lot of things, and he should have been a producer. He has done films like, because I wish they would have brought him back, because he did okay back in the early '90s, but they canceled like Parenthood back in the early '90s, and the end of 2000.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing. There's something else that he's famous for.
Yeah.
Directing Eddie Murphy Raw.
Yeah. I remember. I remember that one.
The only time Eddie Murphy got to be legit funny.
Yep. And I remember him doing Hollywood Shuffle. God, I wished Robert Townsend, come back to Hollywood and do some producing. Come on, man.
What the fuck is this? He played one of the vampires in Scooby-Doo. Yep. Music of the Vampire.
Yep.
He's Up and Away. Oh dear Lord, I remember that movie.
Yep.
That was one movie. Sorry. That was one movie I forgot to add to when Black Panther was a thing. Yep. The dude was the main. The dude was the Bronze Eagle on that movie.
Yep. You'd be surprised. This guy has done a lot of things, and it's a shame that he did a lot of comedies too. Like he did let's see, The Odd Jobs, Hollywood Shuffle. I really did like Hollywood Shuffle when I was a kid, because I used to watch him. And then he also, because he did the whole joke about Eddie Murphy in that movie. Like the whole laughing thing, like who tryouts for Eddie. Yeah, he did a tryout. He did the tryouts for it. Like people were literally trying to do the Eddie Murphy laugh, the tryouts for it. I was just like, they were, because he was making fun of Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy was laughing at that whole thing too, because he saw that movie. It was just like, because they were friends after that. and Eddie Murphy took that as a compliment, because in Hollywood Shuffle, I believe that was the movie.
Dude, he was Bronze Eagle, and I remember that movie also had Sherman Hemsley.
Yep.
Who, let's be honest here, besides playing as what's his name? Besides playing as George Jefferson, he also had a drug name after it,
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Partners in Crime, Next Generation Atlanta TV show. Let's see what else he did. The Playhouse 22, Envy Life, Partners in Crime, Black College Talent Hour. Let's see. Lisa Knight and the Round Table, Soul Out, Speaker Box. Let's see what else did he do. See, acting credits. Yeah, he did a lot of he did Blacklist. Let's see, Blacklisted. Okay, I Was a Teenage Faust. Mr. 5. Let's see, what else did he do? Mercenary 2, Thick and Thin, TV movie. Carol Burnett Show. The Five Heartbeats, The Mighty Quinn.
The fuck? Oh wait, he directed the Bill Cosby 77 stand-up comedy special.
Yep.
That never got released.
Yep.
Wait, this. Oh wait, hold up. Yeah. This never got released.
Yeah, because of the scandal.
Janice. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
celebrity.
there was a big scandal going on at the time when that happened
Yeah,
because he was accused of
yeah, yeah. He got accused of shoving roofies in those drinks and then raping them and so on and so on. I remember this shit.
yep. Let's see. I was okay. Up and Away, the TV movie Parenthood. Did
I,
Ghost?
I remember. I remember. I remember that one was starred by a guy named Michael J. Pagan,
Yep.
a black dude with my last name, of all things. But yeah, the I remember that movie. It was actually pretty okay
Yep.
for a Disney movie. It was actually pretty okay.
Okay, Rat Boy. He did. Okay. Oh yeah, he did Amazing Stories too. The TV show I used to remember. I'm in Love with an Older Woman. The TV movie. Senior Trip. Women in West Point. The Warriors. Oh yeah, he was the baseball. He was the baseball fury, uncredited. Oh, he was in that movie too. Damn. Cooley High, basketball player gym class, uncredited. Writer. He was the writer for what movie? Playing with Love. Musical Theater of Hope. Musical Theater of Hope. Man, this guy. Yeah, I wished he came back. But it's like, I noticed that there was a trend of social justice warriors advocating for why there's no black producers. He actually was considered the grandfather of independent film. But he wasn't the first one. There was others that did it before him. Because he actually
Yeah, and
a lot of them. Yeah, go ahead.
a lot of people do forget that he played super as a black superhero not once, but twice.
Yep.
Twice. I mean, besides Meteor Man, he also played the father of the I mean a whole family of superheroes, and the only kid and the only guy who didn't have a superpower was the main character.
Yep. And
But
but
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, I forgot what I was gonna
Me
say.
too.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I know that. Oh yeah, they have a live action series of Erased. It was based on the anime too, and the manga.
I'm gonna be honest. I've heard of Erased, but how good is it?
Um, it's basically it reminds me too much like the Butterfly Effect. But the guy is trying to solve the mystery of what happened to a girl that died, and he has to go back in time to basically find out who killed her.
Oh. Wait a minute, wasn't the butterfly effect by
Ashton Kutcher, who
what?
who led that movie. Actually, he was the leading role in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it was it was he was also the producer.
Yep.
And there are 4 alternative endings of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so there were 2 more sequels, and both of them got released on DVD.
Yeah.
Let's see. And apparently the sequel was really fucking shit. Of course he wanted to. Most shitty movies always end up on DVD or direct to video. Most shitty movies,
Yep, they do.
and
There are some movies that are shit, but you'd be surprised the ones that there's some movies that go straight to DVD. And I remembered a friend of mine telling me about The Feast, and that went straight to DVD. And it turned out to be the most funniest movie ever. Because it was a horror movie, but at the same time it was funny as hell. And then they brought out the sequels to it.
what was it called again? The Feast.
The Feast. It was a horror movie. It was like the worst movie ever made, but at the same time, you couldn't help but laugh at it.
Let's see. There are a couple. One of them is from Disney. Another one. Oh, okay. The 2005 one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it says here that it's about, according to IMDb, it's a movie about patrons who were forced to fight zombies. Oh, patrons locked inside a bar are forced to fight monsters. 6.4. I actually expected worse.
Yeah, and that went straight to DVD. It didn't go into theaters.
Of course not. Dwayne Whitaker, Shantae Davis, you never know.
Yeah, and I heard about this film, and it was like this film was not well liked it, but it was okay. It was like another version of Pumpkinhead.
Patty.
Yeah.
Hold up. Get a load of who produced the movie.
Let's see. I'm looking at
Harvey Weinstein.
Uh-oh.
Executive producer Harvey Weinstein.
The Feast?
Yeah.
Actually, it's called The Feast, actually. Not The Feast, but Feast.
Oh. Oh, well, I looked at the wrong one then.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It was executive produced by Wes Craven, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. Producers Wes Craven, Josie Solson, Chris Moore, Bob Weinstein, actually.
Okay. So we got Feast. The Feast.
Yep, it is.
There's
You're
a
right.
trailer.
You're right. It's Robert, aka Bob Weinstein.
And Harvey Weinstein was also because it was produced by the Weinstein Company.
Yep, it was produced by the Weinstein Company.
I'm actually surprised that Harvey. That I wouldn't be surprised if Harvey slept with all the chicks that were in there.
Probably. But but I heard it was an okay film because it wasn't like the best film ever made. The budget was like $6 million, and they barely even made a lot of money, and it went straight to DVD after that.
I remember another straight to DVD movie I watched a while ago. It was it was a direct sequel to Death Race 2000.
I'm assuming I seen it. Death Race.
Not Death Race with Jason Statham, but it was an actual sequel to Death Race 2000. It was called Death Race 2050.
Oh, that one with what's his name? The guy who played in who was like the villain. He played Deathstroke. I forgot the actor's name.
Manu Bennett.
Mano Bennett. He's a pretty good actor.
It was actually, to be fair, it wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't a good movie either.
Yeah.
And but the ending, holy shit! I'll say it was more of a parody more than anything else. But the guy who wrote it was none other than the guy who wrote it was none other than Roger Corman, who did the original one. There is but here's the thing: the movie was the movie had a little bit of a parody of Donald Trump as the president in the That Race 2050 movie.
Yeah.
There was also the oh dear Jesus, what the fuck? JT, you wanna know what this guy directed besides That Race 2050 and
What?
the original That Race movies?
What?
Piranaconda.
Piranaconda. Oh, that sounds like something.
Sharktopus
sci-fi.
versus
Oh,
he
that
produced.
guy. That guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Sharktopus. The Sharktopus movie series.
Oh my god! And that guy was on Sci-Fi. He had the Hawaiian. I remember that guy. He had the Hawaiian shirt on. My god.
Let's see what else this man produced. Let's see. Cobra Gator.
Cobra Gator.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What am I watching?
I don't know, man.
A gigantic. What about a gigantic mutated reptile attacks the population of an unprepared city? It's literally a crossover between a cobra and an alligator. Hold the fuck up. Wow. What else? Fist of the Dragon, Operation Rogue, Water Wars. What? Oh my god! Don't tell me this is a ripoff of Mad Max Fury Road. Sorry, Fury. Yeah. Don't tell me this is a parody of Mad Max Fury Road. Because this is straight up the same thing. The storyline says catastrophic war, asteroid ecosystem, breaking extinction, war for the most valuable treasure on the time, water. Keywords: cunnilingus, male full rear nudity, female rear nudity, cremation, attempted rape, set scene. JT, IMDb, Water Wars 2014. First thing that appears on the search: cunnilingus. Cunnilingus.
Cunnilingus.
Yeah. Holy shit. Oh, wait. This is porn. This is straight up porn that this guy made.
Yep.
Piranha. Wow, this Piranaconda.
Look up Human Centipede. Who produced that one?
Let's see. First sequence or
First sequence.
the Human Centipede?
Yeah, they had it on Sci-Fi too.
They actually had the Human Centipede on Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember there was a TV show that was about a death race, and the cars were powered by blood on Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like one of the bloodiest shows
It
according
was.
to them.
Yeah, and they canceled it. I was hoping for another season. It was called
It
Blood
was a
Drive.
grind.
It was Blood Drive. That's what it was called.
Okay, let's see who produced it then.
I really liked it, Blood Drive. It was actually a pretty good show.
Tom Sitz. He did all 3 iterations of the Human Centipede. What is this?
Yep.
Wow, holy shit. A 500-person Human Centipede in a prison.
Yep.
Oh! Wow. Oh my, I have never seen any of the of the Human Centipede movies at all. But I know the references. I know what this is about. I know this guy really loves eating ass. Tom Six, I will be surprised if he's the kind of guy who likes eating ass more than anything else. There's a movie called Gay Honeys. Oh, okay. So this is a Dutch movie.
Yep.
Honeys with a C.
Yep.
I love Dries.
I wonder how they're gonna
Okay. Okay, so this is a movie about thoughts by the looks of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some I've seen some weird shit coming from the Netherlands, and this. No. Here's the thing, regarding Dutch movies, I honestly think one of the best was New Kids Turbo.
I agree. Turbo was a good movie.
New Kids Turbo. I mean, I've seen New Kids Nitro, and it just wasn't as good as New Kids Turbo.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, it was the movie adaptation. As we all know, this is a movie adaptation of New Kids, an European, Dutch/German, because this show has a cult following in Germany too. Comedy from Comedy Central Europe.
Yeah.
I honestly think that New Kids Turbo was ridiculous, especially the fucking Mongol dude. I mean, the guy with the Down syndrome who was driving a truck. Ugh.
Let me look up New Kids Turbo.
Oh yeah. This movie is ridiculous. It's basically a movie adaptation of the New Kids series, from Holland. It was directed by Stefan Haars, who played Robbie Schumans.
Let's see, director Stefan Haas. Let's see who Stefan Haas. What movies did he do?
And Flip Bandicoot, who played Barry, who is the dumbass of the movie.
Bros Before Hoes. That's what he did.
Oh, what is this?
Let's see. Oh, he did a movie called Ron Gusenberg, Low Budget Stuntman.
But here's the thing: the sequel has something fucking crazy. Like the guys in one scene, the guys go into a house, and it's filled with nothing but Nazi imagery, and more weapons than a fucking militia. Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. The old guy who was living in there, was singing Erica when one of the guys accidentally shot him with an AK-47. It was one of the few. It was one of the few. I mean, this was on New Kids Nitro.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find the scene.
All right. Starship Troopers, Traders of Mars. Oh, so they released another Starship Troopers.
Word?
It's the animated movie that they did. Starship Troopers, Traders of Mars. Trader of Mars. It's like, you know, the people who did like the animated movies? Like the 3D animated movies.
I was expecting a new Starship Troopers after 3.
Yeah, because they keep making like endless, like, considering the book series originally, Starship Troopers, the original character was actually a Filipino.
Really?
Yeah, according to the information that I heard from a friend of mine, because the original book he was Filipino, and they decided that Rico should be like a white, because he was Argentinian, and there were Argentinians that look white from what I heard.
Well, they are white, but they are more Italian white.
Yeah. And the thing was, according to the story, his features were more because he was Matismo. I forgot how to pronounce it. It was like Mestizo. Mestizos. Yeah, and he had more of Asian features than because his mom was Filipino, his dad was Argentinian. And the thing about that whole story was kind of weird though. And here's the other fact that I found out: the Japanese didn't want to, they decided to change the features of the character of him having blue eyes and blonde hair. Thus the inspiration for Starship Troopers the movie. Because I watched the animated OVA series of that.
I've seen all 3 movies, but I've never seen the animated ones. I'm not sure if they were. So I'm checking out the Starship Troopers Invasion.
Yeah.
Most of the voice actors are from Funimation/ADB.
Yep.
Carmen Ibanez is played by Lucy Christian. Damn, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what's the best feature about those movies, or about you know what the best thing I like about Starship Troopers?
What?
Personally, the propaganda, the fucking commercials, man.
I do agree.
Best.
But the funny thing was,
best.
Here's another fact about it: is that you know where that came from, right? RoboCop.
Where? Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, I believe
especially the commercial.
I believe the writer.
Especially the commercial for the sets.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, especially the commercial for the SAT 6000.
Yep.
Oh wait, so you were saying that the guy who wrote the commercials is the same guy who was the Starship Troopers? Damn.
Yeah, who did RoboCop, I believe.
Found it.
Yep.
Brace yourself, my nigga, because this is some crazy shit. The guy's the guy's arsenal, though. He even has a fucking machine gun.
Yeah, because I remember watching the there's like the 3D animated version of Starship Troopers, which they go off on.
Yeah. Got fucking moist nuggets and then some.
Yeah, that was called Starship Troopers Invasion. That was the one. And that was done in 2012, and I only got to watch it around 2014.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't Erica. He was singing. Oh wait, it wasn't Erica. He was singing. He was singing. I can't pronounce the national anthem. Hold on. Anyway, I would like to see a fourth Starship Troopers as long as Casper Van Dien plays Rico.
Again. Yeah, I'll agree, but then again, Casper Van Dien has been doing a lot of B movies. He's been busy with a lot of B movies. Okay, here's another one. Here's another one. You're gonna probably cringe at. Mass Effect Paragon Lost. Tell me what you think of that movie.
They did a Mass Effect movie.
Yeah. It was basically
It's
about.
just now that I learned about it.
Yeah, I really did not like that movie because it was sort of the cringy storyline for it because it focused on James Vega,
Mm-hmm.
which is my last name, starring Freddie Prinze Jr. But
Wait, Freddie Prinze Jr.
yeah,
Oh my god.
he's part.
Keep going.
I found out he's half Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Nice guy though.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember that guy. The guy played Fred in the Scooby Doo movies.
Yep.
Of all the people he had to play the gayest motherfucker in the movie. Like low key, Fred was the gayest character on Scooby. That fucking ascot. I'm not being homophobic, but let's be honest with ourselves for a minute. Fred, that ascot of yours is gayer than a Mazda Miata.
Yeah. Yeah, when he did.
No. Sorry. No. Wait. That's an insult to the Mazda Roadster. Sorry. I retract that part of the Miata. I'm sorry. Fred is gay. Fred is no gayer than the population of Castro in San Francisco combined.
Yeah, but I can't blame Freddie because he's like. But it's sad that he can't get much of a job like he used to. Like it's hard for him to get a job.
Mass Effect Isolation. Oh! There's a fan movie, and then there's.
Oh, the funny thing is, he became the role of producer and director for Monday Night Raw.
Word?
Yeah.
Oh dear God! They made not nice in this shit.
Wow, he worked in WWE. Prince married actress Sarah Michelle Gellar on September 2001 in Puerto Vallarta, in western Mexico. The couple met several years before while filming I Know What You Did Last Summer. Started dating in 2000. Okay, so they did get married. That's weird. So they're still together.
So where can I find it? So where can I find the thing about the WWE on trivia?
It's on Wikipedia for some reason.
Okay, it says here that his godfather is Robert Wall.
Yeah.
Uh, he's fluent in Spanish, holds a black belt in American Kempo Karate and Tang Soo Do,
Yep.
and a blue belt on Gracie style Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Huh. It says here that he spent his childhood he spent the summer in Puerto Rico with his paternal grandmother.
Yep.
But his father committed oh your lord. That
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
wow.
His father was well known because he was a really good actor.
Eddie Prince.
Yep.
Oh, Freddie Prince. Sorry.
Freddie
Freddie Prince
Prinze,
Sr.
yeah. Freddie Prinze, yeah.
This
Born
this guy this guy looks like the Puerto Rican damn. He looks like the Puerto Rican Charles Bronson.
Okay, so according to this, his Maria Granini Brasilia. Okay, so basically his mother was Puerto Rican and his father was Hungarian.
German.
German and Hungarian, yeah. That's what it says.
Yeah,
right
his
here.
father is his father is German.
Yeah, mixed neighborhood in Washington Heights, New York City. Prince was a small child, blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah, and his personal life.
Sweet.
Okay, so
Oh, this is
Chico and
dude,
the
this is
Man.
insane.
Chico and the Man.
Wow. Oh yeah, he was Chico in that show, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Holy crap! He got beat the fuck up. Wow, he got his ass kicked by Randy Orton.
Yeah, but he committed. Yeah, he got his ass kicked by Randy Orton. I really do like Freddie, but it's a shame that he can't get a job in Hollywood.
Well, Hollywood is Hollywood is an evil creature of a movie a
I
company.
can imagine him if he can gain some weight, he would probably look like the Punisher. But I don't want to see him do that. I don't want to see him kill himself.
Oh, hold up, play it. Oh yeah, I actually forgot to tell you, but he plays Freddy. He played Diego Marquez on Robot Chicken. Same with Freddy.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that he played Diego. I knew about Freddy, but Jesus, that is wow. The last time he got nominated by anything was 2002, and that was during the Scooby Doo movie. Oh yeah, he was also on I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yep. And he's married to Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh, Sarah Michagera.
Yep. AKA Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I mean, not just Buffy, but yeah, she is well known as Buffy.
But you know, I realize you know what she's doing now. She's actually doing like culinary food right now. Like she's pursuing a business in that.
You know who I didn't get to meet because the lines were so full that I just couldn't get in. You know who played Jennifer on the first Back to the Future movie?
No. Let me look her up. The first Back to the Future.
Claudia. It was Claudia Wells. Yeah, Claudia Wells was in Puerto Rico.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, she was in Puerto Rico a couple of months ago. She was in a car show of all things. Because here's the thing. This is interesting. A friend of mine, well, more like an acquaintance, more than a friend, but the guy is a bro.
Yeah.
Knows her. He's the one of the leaders of the Puerto Rican chapter of the DeLorean Motor Car Club
Wow.
in there, and they organized the signing of autographs. All the money was going towards the Red Cross.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it ends up that Claudia was in Puerto Rico for at least a week,
Leah
and
Thompson.
she was and she was and she. No wait.
Lorraine Barnes is. Let me look.
Oh, she was. Yeah, yeah. Claudia actually signed a lot of the cars in there. Like straight up, she went to the DeLorean booth early on, and she signed the cars in the DeLorean booth.
Yeah, because Back to the Future
Oh,
is a big film in Puerto Rico too, man. I used to remember my mom made me watch that film.
yeah, that movie has Let's be
I
honest here,
I
not just the U.S., but Puerto Rico.
I didn't know she was born in Malaysia. Sheesh, small world.
She was on. She was on the TV series of Herbie the Love Bug.
Yep.
Wow, wait, hold up.
She's an
There was a
experienced
fucking
she's an experienced actress. She's been around since like
1979.
yep.
Hold the fuck up. I
Yeah.
didn't even know there was a TV series of the Love Bug because I have seen the TV movie of the Love Bug,
Yeah.
but never
Herbie
never
the
knew there
Love
was a
Bug.
series.
Yeah. They never it used to be like but it was like for Disney. Let's see. What else do I remember? Anatomy of Illness. Nope, didn't remember that one. Simon and Simon. Yeah,
You know,
I do remember that show.
maybe I should have if I ever were to meet Claudia, I would have asked her. Was was Michael J. Fox hold on. It does Michael J. Fox shake really bad in real life as well as on
Oh,
television?
that's me. Well, here's the thing I found out about him. He in every movie you notice him like always scratching the back of his neck, like he always tries to grab the back of his neck in every movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like he always does that a lot. Like he did that in the film every time. Like he kept trying to hold his neck.
That's a side effect of Parkinson's disease.
Yeah.
Like you feel that.
Yeah, and he kept grabbing at his neck every time. Back in the early 80s, like when he first did that film, it was like you realize, yeah, he had Parkinson's.
What age was he when he played that movie? Like the guy was supposed to be 17, but he looked like he was in his 30s.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bad Team Epic. I was Appleseed. Gatchaman. But oh yeah, I also forgot to tell you something. The guy I know from the DeLorean Motor Club actually has a work. Actually, here's the thing. His DeLorean DMC-12 has a lot of shit from Back to the Future.
Oh wow.
He actually made a replica of the time machine. It even has the Mr. Fusion.
The flux capacitor.
It even has the Mr. Fusion. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, here's the thing. It's all removable. He he plays it and then he removes it whenever he wants to show it off in its original trim.
Wow, that lady.
Yeah, and I've actually gone inside. I've actually gone in that car. It's actually freaking amazing. All the work that's been involved by turning it into
Yeah,
a replica of the real deal.
yeah, because it's very hard to do, especially the parts you have to find just to make that thing. Especially the third, they had to do like 1 and 2 replicas of that thing. I remember that.
The third one, I'm gonna be frank here. The third one was like really low on that area regarding the Back to the Future Trinity trio. It wasn't as good as the second and the first one, but it wasn't bad either. It was like so
Yeah,
in comparison. But the other part is, well,
and the weird thing
woo-wee.
about her is that she was born in Malaysia,
Mm.
but she moved to California when
Let's see.
she was 14. She's
Uh,
going to StarCon, Italy. Wow, she's definitely booked for a lot of things. I don't even know why she doesn't get a job in Hollywood because she does a lot of.
she actually has extra income.
Oh really?
Yeah, you know what? You here's the thing. She owns an Armani suit store in Los Angeles.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she she owns an Armani. She owns an Armani store in Los Angeles that sells and she's been able to get a lot of money just for selling Armani suits.
The Heart of Texas Comic Con. She went there too. Wow. RentADeLorean.com. Celebrities. Okay, so she does have an Armani. Like she does. She probably is doing pretty well for herself.
Very.
Yeah, and she's a very from what I heard. Did you say that she's a very nice person when you see her at the convention?
Well, from what Saul told me, she's a very nice person.
Hmm.
She's actually a very nice she is actually a nice person. The thing is, it's a shame I didn't get to meet her at that day because I was so far away from the mess that was the signing.
Yeah.
Uh,
The only person that I
but then
met out of a convention was god, and that's that guy from Doctor who also played in who was also the villain in Arrow. I really liked that actor because he was really nice. And
who did I meet from the
and that's
media?
the only gay person I will defend. Out of all the gay people, I will defend him. If anyone steps out of line, I will punch them out for him. Because why? Because I would rather defend that actor than.
You were saying the guys from Arrow.
Yeah, he was a villain. He was like the dad in the I forgot his name.
So, Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was I believe
I'm-
Captain But they also did a spin-off series for him too.
What's the character's name? Maybe I can check him out.
Let's see. He was. Let me look it up because I do. Excuse me. Let me see. John Borrowman. Malcolm
John. Nothing. Okay, Malcolm Merlin.
Born in Glasgow, Scotland, in Juliet. Okay, it was raised in Juliet, Illinois. He returned to the UK for 6 months Shakespeare semester with the United States International University of San Diego, but left the Star Musical production Anything Goes with Ellen Page.
John Barrowman.
Yep. Yeah, he has a lot of acting. He had a lot of acting experience. Because
that's the thing. I usually don't. I know that they're. You know what's the thing? Speaking of Arrow, they're actually playing the TV series in Puerto Rico on Sundays.
Mm-hmm. He was
because of course
he was Captain Jack Harkness. Superhero squad show. He was the Stranger.
Speaking of Scots, and we're gonna have to go off topic for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about Count Dankula though?
No, I have not. Go ahead and talk about it.
Regarding yeah, here's the thing. The verdict was that Count Dankula has to pay a fine for £800 instead of going to prison.
That's not bad. That's not
but
bad.
Considering that it's all about which is about free speech in the UK, he's not gonna pay it. He's gonna appeal. He's actually gonna appeal the fine.
Okay.
Honestly, I wouldn't. Between this and 2 years in prison, I would pay the fine. But the problem is, I wouldn't pay the fine either because of the crime that I've been caught in, which is teaching a dog how to do the Nazi salute.
I understood that he was doing that as a joke.
Yeah, he was doing it to fuck with his girlfriend because she was going around that her dog was cute and shit. It was a pug, and they're not exactly some of the best looking dogs out there. I mean, not the best looking. Sorry, they're not exactly very intelligent.
Yeah.
But yeah, he it was a joke.
Yeah.
It was a joke, and most of the comedians didn't exactly stand up to the guy. Like let's be honest with ourselves, most of the comedians nowadays are fucking SJWs. Especially what's his name? You know what's funny? Ricky Gervais actually defended Count Dankula, as well as who else defended? Oh, sorry. I think it was Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I know that Ricky Gleese was also talking about it too. The comedian, the British comedian.
And there was reporter Jonathan Pye, who he himself is a lefty, but he at least knew what he called them out. He at least called the Scots out on their bullshit. It was actually pretty hilarious when he did a video and he was doing the Nazi salute and singing "Sprint Time for Hitler."
Yeah, because it was meant to be a joke.
Exactly. It was supposed to be a fucking prank, but some fucking jackasses at the
Yeah,
from the UK, which is
and the weird thing was, it was in the privacy of his own home, and he uploaded the video on YouTube as a joke. But yet, people try to take it like literally seriously, like he did something wrong.
and this is coming from a place that is pretty much turning into 1984 in real life.
I know, because this was the privacy of his own home, and he was trying to live his life, and it's like, you guys really, really, really screwed up there.
Oh, Barrowman. Oh wait, Barrowman is also on Flash.
Yep.
He's also on the. He was also on. He's also on the Flash.
Yeah.
And
I wish they.
what others?
I wish they continued this series with him. You know, give him like, but they always keep him out, like, for some reason, because he was like,
Torchwood. Let's see what else. Untouchables. You know, if there is some, I'm gonna be honest here. I am not exactly a fan of these superhero shows at all. But at least I learned something today.
yeah.
At least I learned something regarding wow, my God, the guy from what the guy who the Canadian guy from the Band of Peace was autistic, or something, social autist,
Yeah.
and wow, holy shit, the was it the incel? My God, why am I
The
not surprised this guy
rebellion.
lured
The rebellion is about to begin.
that incel rebellion?
Yeah, the incel
Or
rebellion.
no, fuck it. He would have just said it's time to top patrol.
Time to Thought Patrol.
No, it's time for patrolling. This man was basically top patrolling because according to this article, his victims were predominantly female.
Wow.
So basically, he was doing top. He was actually called to be part of the Thought Patrol and decided to to take a van and run over bitches. Woo, that's
This guy
not.
was a part of the Thought Patrol, as in this guy just basically.
No. He isn't part of Thought Patrol. But I am saying that the guy it is, and I'm just shit posting right here.
Yeah.
And I'm just shitposting here. The guy decided to patrol. Okay, so it says here that he was socially awkward and frankly, I frankly feel bad for the guy because he wasn't exactly right ahead. That's the thing. He wasn't right ahead.
Yeah, he didn't think very well. Yeah,
And take a look at
a lot of.
Go ahead.
So you're telling me that the guy was a social outcast, and the guy from Canada, right?
Yeah.
Who
It
ran
says here
over.
that sorry. It says here that the guy had social disability.
A social
He,
disability.
yeah, he was a socially awkward tech expert.
Okay.
So it says here that he was a man who traveled through the world with two identities. Once a socially awkward student who rarely spoke, barely functioned, had difficulty transferring text, and as an expert level West who could lead classmates for the computer chips. Yeah, this man was autistic.
Okay, so he was autistic. Oh, that's sad. What we know about Alec Massimi, the man charged in the deadly attack. Okay. So basically, he just ran over. What we know about the so basically, Massini was arrested in the scene after a van plowed into pedestrians busy on Yonge Street. So basically, he suffered. So he's basically an autistic person who decided to run over people.
Well, I would say socially autistic, in a way.
Yeah.
Socially autistic. Okay, it says here that. Okay. In 2009, according to Sonia Minesian, was quoted in a story of the Richmond Hill liberal lamenting that her son, who suffered from Asperger's syndrome, was the risk of losing access to a special program called Helpmate that assisted the teen to work through his cognitive barriers in preparing to the workplace. My son would spend afternoons working with Helpmate. They were sensitive to his needs and now has a job in Compugen here in town. Referred to an IT company.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that they were fucking with the guy, and he decided to take it up on his own hands.
They were fucking with him. Wow.
I'm guessing that's my theory. That's my theory.
In the video ahead of 2000 attack, Roger raged about the number of women turning down his advances, rendering men like him incels, in terms used in some groups to mean involuntary celibate. Roger referred to men who unsuccessfully with women as chads. Successfully with women as chads. Women who turn down men as Stacy's. The post appeared in Massini's Facebook page, including the line that it said, "The incel rebellion has begun. We overthrow the Chads and the Stacys. The terrible tragedy." What the fuck? What the fuck? So basically, people were fucking with him on Facebook. People who had been affected by the Facebook said this statement: "It's absolutely no place for on our platform for people who commit such horrendous acts." The social media site said identified Massimi's account after the attack, immediately deleted it. Facebook said uses a combination of technology to report its members and remove the content that violates community standards. He wasn't overly social. Albert Bluff told CBC News he went to Thorne's second school, Massini and Thornhill in North Toronto. The two had a computer science class together in grade 10. Both graduated in 2011, he said. Not sure if he had any very close friends, but at least publicly, Bluff said, "I never knew him with a group of friends generally, but whenever we would see him in the hallways, we always speak to him and say hi to him and whatnot." Bluff said that Wilson didn't seem to have a core group of friends and remembers him being mostly sort of in the background rather than in the center of the social group. I remember seeing him probably walking down the halls, usually by himself, or in the cafeteria by himself. He said, "My memory is not perfect, but certainly it would not be, and I don't think a misstatement would say that he wasn't overly social." Wow. So he was being fucked with.
Yeah. Oh, yo, but why do I feel like this guy used to lurk Robot 9000?
Yeah. Roger raged about the number of women turning him down in his advances. Okay, the video post within ahead of the attack, a 2014 attack. I don't get. This is crazy though. It's like the post referred to the Supreme Gentleman. Really, Roger. Roger was a 23-year-old California man responsible for the deadly rampage that he got. like
Stop Patrol strikes again.
Strikes again. And they ran over the people who believe in equality and such. The speculation surfaced Monday night around the Facebook post associated with the same name and photo that appeared on Mussini's LinkedIn site. The Facebook told my god, this guy's so fucking crazy. The post will appear in Mussini's Facebook. Includes the line that said "Incel rebellion has begun." My god. These people are nuts. The incel, yeah, I heard about these guys. And they had to remove them from Reddit because of that whole thing. Because they were demanding that incels should have should be a disability. No joke.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, no joke.
I didn't hear about that. If someone can reproduce, it would be a legit disability.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a disability. This is more the likes of not breeding, so and passing his genes to fuck with the gene pool.
Yeah.
I mean that's just me. I wouldn't say that. Of all things, the guy would have just perfect. Here's the thing. You know what I would have done in that guy's situation? I would have just pre-positioned a hooker, and I would have just hired a hooker. I mean, it's a damn shame prostitution is illegal where I live, but honestly, prostitutes are doing a major service to society.
Yeah. They keep these guys sane enough not to kill anybody.
Yeah, we should do like a day, but only for prostitutes.
Yeah. Yeah, or possibly
holiday.
Yeah, a holiday for prostitutes.
National holiday. Call it holiday.
Yeah, but here's another thing. Did you hear about that act that they're trying to implement in Washington?
No.
They're trying to prevent sex trafficking, but it's going so far as to close down because Craigslist already closed down their website of dating. You know, the little dating thing. I forgot what it was called. The dating ads. They're no longer going to.
Oh yeah.
They're closing that down. It turns out there's an act where it's going to probably hurt the modeling industry as well, especially those women who cosplay and such. Because I heard that Model Mayhem might be closing down because of that act that they're implementing in Washington. And it's sort of interesting though, because I was like listening in on it, and I posted it on Facebook, because the girl was like explaining the whole thing about the act. Let me see if I can find it, because I remember reading an article about it, and I kind of feel this is basically the Thought Patrol going to Washington and destroying the thoughts in everywhere. Like it already like he's right about one thing. It's called Fosta and Sesta. That's what it's called.
Fosta and Sesta.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, as in incest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like the act is basically to prevent sex trafficking, but the biggest issue right now is that they're taking down pornographic ads that are put on websites.
That's horseshit.
Yeah. In
In
order to prevent sex trafficking.
The problem is Playboy will be right. The problem is regarding the. I mean, I'm okay. I'm actually very much in favor of how am I gonna say this? I am very much in favor of shutting down sex trafficking, but the shutting down nudie bars and then some. Yeah, no, they could do without that.
Yeah, they're shutting it down. Even on the internet, they're censoring it too. They're censoring like let's look at the act right here that I'm looking at. Congress Bill 15, House Bill. Okay, so the bill's basically been voted to call for full votes, and this is sponsored by Rep. Wagner Ann Wagner. Basically, okay, so basically this act is cited as to allow states and victims to fight online sex trafficking act in 2017. In the sense of the Congress, okay, so to clarifications such as warranted and insured. So it's basically promotion of prostitution. Chapter, okay, so it's chapter 17 of 18 U.S. Code, amended, inserting section 25. Okay, so 240. Okay, so the promotion of prostitution and reckless disregard to sex trafficking. So they're basically trying to insert that prostitution is sex trafficking. Whoever is used, and this is the A in general under the 24.1A, 2421 1A. Okay, so whoever is using the facility or means of interstate or foreign commerce of affecting interstate of foreign commerce owns. Managers operate intersection of the computer service in terms of defining the section 230F, the Communications Acts of 1943, 47 U.S. SC 23F, okay, 2030F, okay, conspires to attempts to do so with an intent to promote or facilitate prostitution of another person shall be fined under the title imprisoned for more than 10 years or both.
I think I know what this bill is about. This is for tracking. This is for cracking down on sex tourism and child prostitution.
Yeah, but they're doing it on the internet though.
Okay.
And it's also hurting those that are looking, like, for example, escort services, for example. They're trying to shut those down on the internet. Yeah.
Regarding the, I'm gonna be honest here. I am very much okay with shutting down child prostitution. Child prostitution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're doing it against adults.
I know. What I was gonna say was that they shouldn't be at the. How can I say this without incriminating myself? Basically, it's unnecessary to ban prostitution when it's with consenting adults.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're worried about the children type of thing. That's their excuse, and this is something that they're trying to do right here. Like civil recovery, any person injured by reason of violation, section 224, 21(1)(a) may recover damages, reasonable attorneys' fees, and actions before appropriate in the United States. So they're trying to protect the victims. Aggravated violations. Okay, whoever's using the means but interstate foreign commerce affecting. Okay, yeah. So, but a lot of people are trying to argue about the whole thing. No effect on sex trafficking law. Nothing in the sections, subsections. But they need to really revamp this law a little bit to make it
exactly
to make it more, because I can understand that they don't like sex trafficking, international sex trafficking, especially the idea of, because I understand they're trying to protect people, but the hard part about it is that they're arguing, because there's a lot of women that are arguing about this issue, about this will hurt the sex trade industry, especially those that it would possibly affect Patreon as well, because a lot of the girls that do lewd pictures and everything, that would be considered under something like child pornography and such.
Oh, damn! I went off for I went off for
Yeah,
I got lost for a bit.
yeah, because this is the biggest fear that a lot of, especially the cosplay players who do this, who do the lewd content, this is going to affect them, and a lot of them are probably worried about this, because from what I heard from a lot of people talking about this, especially a lot of cosplayers who talked about this issue, they're worried that their money would be gone, vamoosed because of this law.
I mean, in the case of, and let's be honest with them. And let's be honest, they are prostitutes are pretty much. Prostitution is pretty much the oldest and noblest profession.
Yeah,
Profession.
yeah, and it's also going to affect the modeling industry. That's according to what they claim.
As if the Greek girls weren't getting enough shit, now they're going after models as well.
Yeah, yeah, because of nude modeling and everything. It's no secret that in rare cases of sex trafficking has occurred via modeling profile sites. Since these occurrences, some major modeling profile hosting sites have taken action by enforcing stricter guidelines before getting approved to join. Unfortunately, extremely minuscule percentage of online portfolios users who are actually predators could destroy the platform opportunities for all models and photographers by proxy as a result that not yet signed law. The core of the bill states that the internet company knowingly engages in the advertising of sex trafficking. The U.S. Department of Justice can and should prosecute it. Fine art of glamour, nude photographer, adult performers, and producers, as well as a consensual sex worker, share many of the same platforms. Yeah. and illegal sex traffickers use. But one wouldn't change a hotel with a crime if the prostitute is soliciting on their property, right? This is a metaphor where in reality the physical world hotels would likely be enforcing dress codes punishable by jail time. And that doesn't make sense, does it? Some platforms provide models and photographers the ability to share transfer files, are already overcompensating and disallowing and sharing distribution of nude content. That means the model and the photographer may not be able to sell prints of digital photos online and may end the way of life of many full-time creators depending on making a living. So what are your thoughts on that?
Oh my lord.
Yeah. This is going to ruin the modeling industry. That's their biggest fear. And many of us would blame our puritanical society. At last, there's much more larger players who have their cards in the game. The Internet Association, whose members include Amazon, Microsoft, Uber, Netflix, have endorsed the legislation. This probably is the largest wave of censorship and open internet we'll ever see. Tina Rogue, a model and photographer, in a recent video YouTube, everything in the content creators should know about FOSTA under 5 minutes. If existing platforms are going to enforce censorship, why don't models and photographers just start their own website? If the funds and resources of their own payment processes and standalone servers sounds like a solution, but would OneDrive traffic to your page, the law would make it nearly impossible to advertise. So subreddits and other online forums that allow users to have a conversation about sex and are being shut down at the risk of being removed. These places were where victims found safety. Most tragic of all is the first people censored would likely be sex trafficking victims themselves. Elliot Hammond of the EFF. The freedom of expression should not be put to risk. The lives of innocent people are also in jeopardy due to the disappearance of safety platforms. FOSTA would undermine any online communication that would protect those victims of trafficking, as well as consensual sex workers. All screenings, peer references, and bad date lists would be shareable under the pending law. Sites will be held responsible for content of their users to protect themselves from legal recourse, and many of these sites have already begun censoring and implementing new policy to restrict activity of their users, which is true. They've been doing that lately. Here's a list of companies affected by some of the articles in response to the bill: Microsoft, Amazon, Google Drive, Google Play, FetLife, Reddit, Craigslist, Twitter. A long list of affected sites, including several industry platforms, can be found here.
Even if those are going to be affected by this law as well.
Yeah, they have been. They have been, because they had censored out suicide girls. They can only post like clothing only.
I mean, just posting news that are artistic news in there could get you permanently banned, if I recall.
Yeah, it did.
No, I think it's been.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, we have to thank the people from Verizon and also the people from for advocating for this, because they're about to ruin the modeling industry for women. Because I'm going to tell you the reason, because I heard this from a friend of mine. Because a lot of women, there are some women that have like mental disorders. Like they have depression, ADD, and they're not able to get a job. and the only way they can get a job is through modeling.
And then we have the anorexics.
Yeah, the anorexics that have the mental issues. Like a lot of women, you know, that have these issues, like you do not realize they're not able to get a job in, you know, certain places. Like I knew a girl who told me her story that the reason why she went stripping was because of the fact that no one would hire at McDonald's.
You know, wow, man. You know, it's fucked up when you can't get hired. You know, you're fucked up when no one will hire you at McDonald's.
Yeah, no one would hire me at McDonald's. Yeah, I'm not qualified to. I'm sorry, you're not qualified to flip burgers, bitch. Goodbye.
You know, I actually applied for Wendy's once, and unfortunately, I didn't get hired either.
Yeah, that's a sad story too, because a lot of people who talk about this issue, it's like, I don't know why. You know, people, you know, make these crazy ideas in order to protect, you know, their own interest on the internet, and they find out that they're destroying, like, the modeling industry right now with this act. Yeah, no joke. It's like they don't want the sex workers on Twitter.
All places, Twitter either. Now I think about it, how would the models react? Like, for example, Mamotot or Jessica Nigri.
Nigri. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really know what they'll say about this, because it's going to be harder for a lot of these, you know, especially, you know, Amaranth and all these other, you know, cosplayers. They probably would be like, uh-oh, we won't. And I'm assuming Patreon will probably soon have to do this as well. They're going to probably have to wash their hands from this and remove destroy everything. And what's going to happen is they're going to give them their last payment and be like, I'm sorry, ladies, we can't do anything anymore for you. This is pretty much, we can't really give you we can't support this because the government enacted the FOSTA thing. And this is pretty much because all the stuff that they're trying to do in order to prevent, you know, the white nationalism epidemic, as they call it in America, they need to understand this. When you put something out there that's an act, you better hope that act will help protect people. But at the same time, you know, it's also going to cause more problems in the near future, because it'll cause a side effect, and that side effect would possibly make people lose their jobs or their livelihoods because of this. And right now, this whole situation, especially the whole situation with PewDiePie, you remember what PewDiePie did, right?
Oh yeah.
He was doing a literal joke online, and people took that seriously and wrote articles about it and tried to make him look like the bad guy.
Oh yeah, especially the Jews who were working at the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest with ourselves. The guys who did it were, I mean, shit, not from the alt-right, but I know these guys were Jews because of the last names.
Yeah, their last names were all Jews, and they were all biased towards PewDiePie because he made jokes about it. Like, I don't really I can understand that they're very upset with him about it, but come on, you guys are taking that literally seriously, and I'm just like, look, we're not here to. It's like I'm not advocating to kill Jews, but this whole thing that you're doing is the most ridiculous, conspiracy bullshit you're ever coming up with online. To just so you can bring up the issue about something that you're concerned about. Okay, fine, but don't make this into an issue, because if you're bullshitting people with that issue, eventually and then some people are like, oh no, we're gonna have to make a law about this because of bullshit like this.
Yeah, it's all about the white guilt.
Yeah, it's all about trying to make it's all about trying to shame people into something they don't want to do because they don't want to do it.
Oh, speaking of cringe, did you hear about what happened at Killjoy though?
Yeah, I heard. Not many people. There wasn't that many people showing up.
Man, and not just that. What they did to Monday, Matt. Honestly, it was well deserved. Holy shit!
What did he do? What did he get?
Oh, Mr. America was pretty much shitting on the guy, and Mr. America was pretty much shitting on the guy, and there was a lot of banter about a video.
Mm-hmm.
About a video. Basically, it was Monday Night crying like a bitch. And there was another one where he was discussing about Kilroy, and the airboat was moving, and people were saying that he had a bunch of people locked inside that airbend.
Monday Matt crying. Let me look.
Yeah, man.
Let me look this up. Let me see if I can find the Let me see if I can find this. Monday Matt crying. So they're basically putting the meme up of him crying. Oh
yeah, this is the Dashcon of shitlords.
The Dashcon of shitlords. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I found out that Base Mama didn't show up at the convention.
Of course. Of course, the chick was supposedly organizing and taking credit for the event, didn't show up.
Yep.
Oh my lord. Base Mama, were you such a cunt? Holy shit.
Yeah, that's why most people were like literally staying away from this.
That's that, but they were actually handing out. Here's the thing: they were refunding people, like they were refunding the disabled people on Social Security. Yeah, they were at least they were refunding at least.
What we're looking at right here is the venue information.
$55,000 on refund.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of funny.
What we're looking at right here is the...
Yeah, I'm just listening to something. It's like, it's like, okay, Base Mama didn't show up at the convention, which she should be running that convention, but she's like sitting on her ass doing nothing. people who paid a lot of money on that thing. It's so ridiculous. What is AnimeGate? Okay, I'll explain. It started with controversy with Crunchyroll over a phone game. They claimed that they didn't have a censored version of it, and a lot of people were kind of upset about that. That they claimed that the game was going to have no censorship whatsoever. It was going to be full version of it. Dude, you got kicked out of the chat. Hold on. Yeah, I got kicked out of the chat, motherfucking bitch. I'm here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, someone's like chatting about this thing. What's AnimeGate? What's the name of the phone game? The phone game is... Let's see if I can remember. You know what it was? Damanchi. It was the phone game that
Damanchi. Yeah.
Damanchi.
Yeah, it was. Hold on. It's from the Damanchi anime.
Yeah.
Or basically getting girls on a
in dungeons.
Yeah.
Getting on girls in dungeons, I think it was. Yeah, and it was based on that anime, and I watched that anime too. It was actually an okay anime.
Oh, there we go. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Yeah, is it wrong? Yeah, that was the one. It was based on that game.
Oh yeah. The name of the game is Danmachi Memoria Freeze.
Yeah. Based on the anime
and it
series.
got set. And what happened was the game got heavily censored for the American market,
which a lot of people are very upset about. Not a lot, but it's just a minority of people that got upset about it.
It's alright, I got this.
Yeah. There was also the other incident where you told me about prison school.
Yeah, when they name dropped Gamergate in a small scene.
Yeah, a lot of fans were pissed off with it.
Not just that, there was also the thing about there was also this scene on the US dub of Kobayashi's Maid Dragon.
Yeah.
Where one of the characters was saying about patriarchal roles. They were basically Jamie Marchi, who was playing best girl in the Lukua.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing, Lukua doesn't say that shit in the Japanese version. All she says was, if I recall correctly, it was. Let me find the scene real quick.
Okay.
English dub, the page. There we go.
Okay, let me look at this on the phone.
Oh yeah, there we go. She was saying these patriarchal societal norms were getting on my nerves.
Okay. Let me look at it. in Twitter. Yeah, we're gonna play that clip. It's a soundbite from the anime. We'll give you the example of the issue we had with it. That's why most people are upset about this. And originally it was translated to something else, which, according to other sources.
Yeah, it was basically Jimmy Marchi and Jimmy Marchi being a social justice warrior cunt in the anime industry.
Yep.
There is a video of net in the upnet area that says Beast Marchi's boycott, which I checked out. It was actually pretty decent.
Okay. Yeah, because
there was
I understand a
also
lot of actors did that too. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip. I just have to load it up because the biggest problem is my computer's getting slow and.
yeah, you know it's ridiculous. I bought a graphics card recently, and it ends up that the the U.S. Postal Service made the mistake of not calling me or not leaving me a note. You know those pink notes you get when you pick up a package.
Yeah.
They didn't do that.
They didn't do that.
And,
They just left it there.
no, and that's, no, not just that. They sent it back to the guy I bought it from.
What the fuck?
Without, yeah, man. Yeah, they actually sent it back without letting me know.
That is stupid.
It wasn't. Yeah, it's a good thing that eBay does tracking numbers. Otherwise, I would have been really fucking pissed. I mean, I am really pissed at these guys, but damn.
Yeah. It happens, man. I'm gonna play the clip right now.
Go for it.
Here, Lukua, to see you and bring these. Want some snacks? Duh, thank you.
Oh, it's like Puna left. Oh, that sucks.
He subscribed to my channel
for
some weird
yeah.
reason.
Nerves. So I changed clothes. Give it a week.
At least.
Huh?
Well, at least you can watch it later.
Hold on.
Okay.
Paying that for? Oh, those pesky patriarchal societal demands were getting on my nerves. So I changed clothes. Give it a week, they'll be begging you to change back. Huh?
Patriarchal. Yeah, I heard it.
It's not just One Angry Gamer who covered this. Sankaku Complex, GameFAQs also covered this.
Yeah.
Anime News Network. There's a forum topic. There's a couple of forum topics on Crunchyroll about it.
Yeah. Because I guess that they wanted to, you know, insert this into the word because because the translation was pretty bad. Because I remember some translators had admit that they didn't know what wording was, including in translations. They had to use the phrases. They had to understand what the phrase was, and they had to put the definition of the phrase and then try to, you know, alter the phrase to make it sound better.
There's also when it comes to accents.
Yeah, that too. Because different regions of Japan have different accents.
Yeah, you have the Hokkaido accent, the Hiroshima accent, the Osaka accent, which is pretty well known. The Hoku region accent, which is basically this region outside of Tokyo. It's kind of backwaters. It kind of sounds like a southern accent.
Southern accent
in America.
Like
yeah, it's like Mullet does something like this really really thick southern accent.
It's like there's ones that say Matsu.
Yeah.
Like
that's the Tohoku one because it sounds.
The Tohoku one is like Matsu.
It sounds like you're drunk.
Yeah, it's like
it sounds like you're fucking drunk.
Yeah, it sounds like you're drunk or something. Like It's
and then the Kansai Yatsen, well, the Osaka. And then the thing with that Kansai Yatsen was that it's hilariously fast. It's like faster than normal Japanese. Like what I
like
kind of learned this.
like micro machines.
What's a good example of a character without Kansai accent? While I do that, keep talking what you're talking because I need to check out the. I know the main character from Keijo has a Kansai accent.
Yeah.
I know Whitney from Pokemon in the Japanese dub, as well as Bill from Pokemon, have the accent because both are from Kansai.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty weird listening to Yuko Miyamura talking in a Kansai accent, but then you had to remember that she was born in Kobe.
Oh.
Yeah, the chick who played Asuka. It says here in the case of honorifics, they use Han instead of San. Kan, which means no way, or Nak Mecha.
Yeah.
Mecha. The Mecha is like it's like Charles. Maybe used as an intensifier.
Yeah.
What else? In some, referred to the McDonald's fast food chain as Makudo, and we're going to make Maku, especially for Mac. Yeah, for real.
Go figure.
Let's see who I can. Let's see if I can check out that. Let's see, my famous actresses. Let's see. I know that. I know besides Yuko Miyamura, I know that Aya Hirono did as well. Okay, characters with that accent.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Naru Osaka or Molly from Sailor Moon. Ami Mizuno, but she speaks more in a Kyoto accent, which is a higher class version. Kero-chan from Parkat, high class accent. Kero-chan from Sakura, from Parkat Sakura. Ayu Kasuga from Asumanga Dayo or Osaka. Let's see who else I can.
Yeah. There's also I forgot high school DxD might get censored. Yeah, I forgot about that because I remember hearing about that too. A lot of people were kind of upset about that.
Oh, damn.
Let me look it up because I know that a lot of people were kind of upset about DxD getting censored for American audiences.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not completely familiar with High School DxD. So it's DxD.
It's like a fan service anime. It's about a kid who goes to a school and he joins I think he joins like some type of club. Let me look this up because it's a harem.
Oh, it's a harem anime.
Yeah, it's a harem. It's a harem anime. It was basically Koda Academy, former all-girls school, has recently turned co-ed in a secret unknown to normal humans. Angels, Tenshi or fallen angels, and devils, Akuma, compromised part of the student population. One of the students, Isado Hideo, is a lecherous second-year human student who lives peaceful life, and after an ordinary school day, Issa is suddenly asked out on a date by a girl named Yuma Amo. After the date, Yuma brings Issa to a local park and makes a startling request. She reveals herself as a Rene, a fallen angel. She tries to kill him using her summoning card. Rhea gives her a box. Some third-year student at Kuma Academy revives him. Issa wakes up next morning thinking that the events occurred where all of it was just a dream. Immediately after being attacked by another fallen angel, wakes up. Oh yeah, this was pretty much a because I watched this anime and I thought it was really a really interesting story, especially the fighting and everything. And the guy has like this little like dragon armor type of arm, and he could like literally. But after that season, they cut it off, and I was like waiting for them to make another season. Then they decided to make an OVA series. Which was like a short-lived OVA. Then they decided to make another one, like High School D&D New, which was like the second season of it. Then they did another. Okay, so they did another one. Okay, so they did High School DxD Born with 12 episodes and 6 OVA episodes. And then they did. Okay, so they're making a new one. High School DxD Hero. Man, this is and it's still continuing. Even though it failed to have like 13, it has like 13 episodes for every. Let's see, let's look at this. One television series, 13 episodes, 6 OVAs. Then they did another OVA.
OVA.
An OVA, Harvesting Breast. Yeah. Yeah, because this is like a fan service one. And they did an OVA series, I'm Searching for Breast, another one. And another television series, High School to Dead, which is like a 12 episode series, which was on 2013. And High School to Dead's New Fight, which was, I believe that's a PlayStation game. Oh, that would have been. I would have bought that game. That's on PS Vita. Okay, it's a role-playing game. Then they did an OVA, and they brought out a new one called High School DxD Born. Okay, so that's what they did. Okay, all right. I am so behind on it because I remember watching it back in 2012.
JT, get a load of this shit. I'm sending it on Twitter real quick.
Yeah.
It's regarding Allison Mack. Or Chloe from Chloe from Smallville.
Oh, that woman. Yeah, I heard about what happened to her.
A fucking sex cult.
Yeah.
But this is getting even more meta. She tried to get Emma Watson to this shit.
That's so. Oh, Emma Watson.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Allison Mack tried to recruit Emma Watson for her alleged sex cult.
That's no.
Check out her tweets,
Allison
man.
Mack tried to recruit Emma Watson for her alleged sex cult. Smallville actress Allison Mack has pled not guilty regarding her alleged role as a recruiter for the sex cult NXIVM. More damning evidence piled up against her, and on social media, no less. Unearthed by People, Mack tried numerous times to convince Emma Watson to give her some time so they could discuss the amazing women's movement Mack was involved in. She believed that Watson could dig the ethos. I love to chat if you open up. Mac. Okay, in January 2016, following up the month later with I participated in multiple human development and women's movements. I love to tell you about as a fellow actress, I can relate so well with your vision, what you want to see in the world, and I think we could work together. Let me know you're willing to chat. Watson never responded. She tried to recruit on social media. Mac also tweeted Kelly Clarkson mid 2013, although her cultish musings weren't as pointed out as she sent to Watson. These tweets were sent over 2 years ago. Replies to Mac's message to Watson were rifled with warnings about her alleged involvement with NX IVM.
Hold up. It's pronounced Nexum.
Nexum, okay. She was being changed with sex trafficking and forced labor charges, which could lead to imprisonment for the rest of her life. The court proceedings against Mac will likely begin on May 3rd.
Oh dear God! Wow, dear Lord, the forced labor. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, what a way to fuck up her life. Damn, Allison.
I know. I mean, she was a really good actress back when I watched her on Smallville, but I guess
I guess. Well, what happened was she went a little ape shit. I mean, crazy pussy isn't necessarily best pussy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, some people will say that crazy pussy is best pussy. In a way of, but in a way of, wait a minute, what the fuck? She actually get branded.
Yeah.
Like they actually get branded.
Yeah, that was the rumors around the cult. Those are the accusations. And the thing that bothers me about it is that, a lot of people told me about this, about what happened, especially the comic book guy, I forgot his name. He explained that she was at a convention and the police showed up and arrested her.
Okay, it says here, according to let's see. According to a Canadian actress whose identity has not been released, who has been in executive success program since 2005, claimed that she had been inducted into a secret program where women were blindfolded naked and using a cauterizing pen branded in the pubic area with Rainier's initials in a sexual submission ritual.
Wow.
According to the NetSim training system, is administered through Executive Success Programs Incorporated. The training uses a technique called rational inquiry to facilitate personal and professional development. During seminars, students were referred to Keith Rainier and Nancy Salzman as Vanguard and Prefect. Rainier has for many years been accused of running a cult-like organization, in part of him giving himself the title Vanguard. Kristen Keefe, a longtime partner of Rainier and one of his childhood, pre-funded group apparently allegedly to who his activities, described him as dangerous. Such a designation would seem to confirm an earlier article in the Albany Times-Union, where former NetSim coaches characterized students as prey for Rainier to satisfy either his gambling or sexual proclivities.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a cult disguised as a multi-level marketing industry.
Okay. And did this
And the press.
and the press right now are really shutting this down.
Oh, I'm in their page right now, and there is a statement that says, "In response to allegations against our founder, Key Rainier, we are currently working with the authorities to demonstrate his innocence and true character. We strongly believe the justice system will prevail in bringing the truth to light. We are saddened by the reports perpetuated by the media that apparent disregard for innocent until proven guilty. Yet we will continue to honor the same principles which our company has founded. It is during the times of greatest adversity and need humanity and compassion are hardest and needed most."
Yeah.
Okay, so Nexim, according to them, is a community guided by humanitarian principles that seek to empower people and answer important questions about what it means to be human. The Nexim philosophy is expressed through a series of companies and initiatives. And the companies are social movements, programs. We have all right. There is. Okay, regarding science and technology,
Mm-hmm.
Ethical Science Foundation, and rational inquiry.
Yeah.
Regarding children education, Rainbow Cultural Garden. In the art, human expression, there is absolutely fucking nothing.
Absolutely nothing. They just claim that they do humanitarian bullshit.
There are three. One of them is called Compromiso por la Paz, which is a Mexican peace movement. Or Peace Pledge if you're speaking English.
Yeah.
In LACE, which is another Mexican humanitarian movement alongside the Ethical Humanitarian Foundation.
Alright, let me look up the website here.
N@ibm.com.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Keith Rainier Conversations. Keith Rainier Conversations brings never before release footage with some of the world's most influential people engaged in war. Thinkers of our time. Executive success programs. Let's see. Gender studies. Holy fucking shit.
Yep.
Let's see. Janas and Society of Protectors. It's ironic. It's a fucking sex cult that has a feminist gender studies area.
Yeah, the Rainbow Cultural Garden.
Check out the one about gender studies for some full-blown irony.
Okay, let's look at it. Humanitarian or non-violence? Ethical Humanitarian, a private non-profit foundation promoting human ethics. Okay, humanity and ethics with the ultimate goal of moving humankind towards a more notable civilization. Ethical Humanitarian Foundation works concerned with several organization programs, endeavors, and sharing values and missions. Whether through education or community building, activism, the media, and the arts, each of its chosen partners and initiatives and further. Okay. So basically, by His Holiness the Dalai Lama.
Oh, I'm reading one of the comments. On the local video.
Mm-hmm.
Should we Deadeye 428 writes, should we just translate it? Nah, let's cram some social justice into the comedy. Wow, I didn't know Team 4-Star became fucking idiots and made Dragon made a bridge.
They always do that.
No. It's one of the comments. Wow, I didn't know Team Forcer became fucking idiots and made Dragon Maid abridged. Another one writes, anime dubs were a mistake. Hayao Miyazaki.
That's funny. Well, I'm gonna close it down in a few minutes. Around 12 o'clock, I'm gonna probably close it down.
It's like 3 in the morning here, my
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm sorry, man.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Based on the beliefs of more constant individuals and beliefs. Okay, so rational inquiry. The Ethical Science Foundation. The independent non-profit organization dedicated to ethical pursuits of research in science, technology, and education. One Ethical Science Foundation is a pioneer endeavor is development of scientists. So basically, these organizations that are in here, companies,
Okay.
arts and humanitarian.
Okay, okay, so the part about prison school in Gambit was written by Tyson Reinhardt, but JB Marchi was the person in charge of writing the translation. So she has a lot to contribute for letting him write that shit, you know.
Yeah.
And you know what's ironic? She played Panty from Panty and Stocking.
Yeah.
A whore. The biggest whore in the fucking universe.
Yep.
Life hits you hard, my dude.
Yeah, it does. Life hits me hard.
No. So, sorry. Life comes at you fast. Like a Ferrari.
Yep.
It also lights itself on fire. Like a Ferrari. Or a dumpster fire.
Or flipped over.
Who doesn't like a good dumpster fire, as Mr. America would say?
Yeah, world building, better world. So they're trying to be the best humanity. Okay, strongly believe in just. Okay, in response to allegations to our founder Keith Raniere, we're currently working on with authorities to demonstrate his innocence as a true character. We strongly believe the justice system will prevail to bring the truth to light. And reports are perpetuated by the media and their apparent disregard for innocent until proven guilty. Yet we continue to honor the principles which the company was founded. It is during the times of greatest adversary, of integrity, of humanity, compassion, and the hardest need most. So the accusations about this it's kind of ridiculous, though, but it's harder to believe what was going on here. Because we don't know what the fuck is going on. Oh, boy. I'm sorry, man.
Don't worry about it.
It's getting crazier and crazier these days.
Sometimes you have to ask yourself, who is more crazy, you or them?
I think they're just weirder than me.
I mean, when it comes to saying, let's get weird, this isn't how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get weird, my dude.
Yeah, let's get
but
weird.
Not that fucking weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna leave you because it's like 3 o'clock and I don't wanna.
It's getting late. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Goodbye. Because
don't be cunts.
Yeah.